All right, all right. I think we're getting good here. Hold on a second. Hello, hello, hello. Just give me a moment here. I always struggle with the very beginning of these. Yes, we are horizontal again. Thank God. Every time since I don't do this, well, I do this a bit. Well, let's just say I don't have the proper equipment to really stream. I think it's the best way I could possibly say it. So I kind of fight it a little bit. What is happening here? Okay. Why isn't that working? Now I'm fighting with my computer for a second because it doesn't want to play. It doesn't want to play the chat. Hold on a second. Oh, of course, it wants to update. Ah! Okay. Small technical difficulties, folks, but the camera's working. Now I just gotta get the other side working, and then we'll kind of begin here. So bear with me a second here. Well, yeah, right. It's hacked together and on the edge of failure. Perfect. That's exactly what this is. I could like go get an actual webcam and do stuff, but no, I don't. I don't do that. Oh, what is this? Hold on a second. Okay, that's right. We are here to chill. There we go. Okay, I think we're back up. All right. Thanks, commercial. Yeah, good cameras about yeah. All right, all right, all right, all right. I think we're back up. Hold on, let me just move my computer slightly. Okay. How's everyone doing? How we doing? Excuse the shaky cam for a second. Good old shaky cam. You didn't take out your Rio yet? I assume that's a reference. I don't know. Yeah, this is yeah. You do not come to this channel for fancy Hollywood graphics. You are in the wrong place for that. It's kind of funny when I first kind of started this whole thing. Um, you read all this stuff like you have to do fancy openings and entrances and have like sounds and you have to have like fancy created thumbnails, and I'm like, nah, I'm not doing any of that stuff ever. What's up, everybody? How are we? How are we? Who's all here? All right, so it's gonna kind of go down. We got it. What's up? Andrew, Espion, Lucas, Frost, Chase, Howard, Ghost Unit, Al. Is that Negrantis? Welcome, Von Doom. How you doing? Unsubscribed. All right, Emery. How's it going? What's everybody doing tonight? Gregory, what's up? White Wolf, hello. It's funny though. That's all. It's just people put a lot of stock in that stuff sometimes. Thank you, appreciate it. This is only my like fourth stream. Jesse, hello. This stream will not go on as long as my previous ones. At least I hope not, because I don't have enough stuff to correct for that. So it can't go on that long. They've been going close to about 4 hours, and I don't think that's gonna happen this time. Maybe not. From Belgium. Well, you are the home of my favorite beer style on earth, which I'm sure that you're probably like, yeah, well, that's swill. No thanks. Oh, goose. I love goose. No goose tonight, though. Not breaking into my cellar. You have no beers, you're not going 4 hours. Well, so we are gonna crack. So my patron Greg. So with the stream, he's like, "Can I do a box? Can I do a box?" And sure. So he's gonna do a Strixhaven. Yes, the box is fine. Um, terrible wrapping, like not uncommon. Um, and I was gonna do a box of Commander Legends. Which of the so pretty much anything Cantillon, but in general anything Cantillon Gooses would probably be my favorite. Yeah, horrible reseal job. And then if I feel like it, I'm gonna do a box of Return to Rav. No haze this time, primarily because the Pacific Northwest has a lack of haze. I do have some Hill Farmstead coming out to me this week from somebody, so I am going to enjoy some haze at the end of next week. We are sipping on, I got Top Cutter IPA from Bale Breaker, which is in Eastern Washington. Interesting thing, so this particular brewery actually owns the hop farm, so actually they're kind of like a hop farm first, and then they brew some beer. It's actually not too shit. It's pretty good actually for it's not like world setting record setting, but it's a good beer. And it's got a good price point, so those kind of things. I did not buy any Everfest last night on Rudy's sale. I still just haven't bought any Fab. I just don't think I have the time to really get to know the game. So I didn't buy any Everfest. All right, so should we get started? I think I have to get started with Gregory's box, right? Because he's here. Okay, here we go. So we got 28 in here. Hey, everybody. Welcome. Jason, good to see you. Commander Legends is the express train to Pound Town. You are correct. Commander Legends is... I love it and hate it simultaneously. Nathan, how's it going? Is that Lau? Hello? Giuseppe, hello. All right. Let's get started, huh? Usually at this point in a stream, one says, why don't you go ahead and click that like button, but I don't care. So how's everybody doing this weekend, by the way? Doing well? You clicked? Thanks. All right, let's get some... However this works, by the way, I have to have the camera way lower than I usually have it. So I might bump it a whole bunch of times just so you know. Because for whatever reason, whatever the streaming setup is way different from the way it records it. So usually I'd have my camera much higher. It's odd. You got out of Modern, but you were like the Modern boy. What do you mean you got out of Modern, Emery? What are you in then? Andrew, yes, I do think the Strixhaven Collector's Box sale is solid. These are generally pretty good, but you have to like the whole collector aspect of these. That's kind of the big thing, because if you don't like the collector aspects of the Japanese alt arts, then these are pointless to get, frankly. Because the actual set, while it does have Commander playables, isn't exactly anything that is lighting the world on fire. Skylar, so just getting back into Magic after I left before Zendikar Rising. When did you get into Magic the first time? I'm gonna buy a huge bulk box online to start up. I wish you luck with your bulk box. I probably have a bulk box for you somewhere around here. Oh wait, I'm using all those to build my house. That's right. Start playing Pioneer or EDH. Pioneer does seem like a cool format. White Wolf, I cannot help you with the best alternate languages, the alternative languages to buy into. I'll admit I don't really know that market. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Like, why do Russian boxes go for more? Is it are there less of them printed? I don't know. I don't know. You are not alone, Giuseppe. You are not alone. I admit I do like them, but I think it also has to be the combination between that border and the artwork. Some of them I hate. What about the Double Masters price? How it used to be such actually a really good deal, and then it became not a good deal? Camden, funny that you say that. I have actually never played a single game of Commander because I got back into this game, kind of started the channel. Then I moved away from all my friends and I haven't played it. Having said that, I literally just finished building my first Commander, and I'm currently actively working on building my second Commander deck. So right now I'm working on Go Shintai of Life's Origins. Played an unsleeved deck with Eugene. Love it. That reminds me of the old days when I got into this, and there weren't even playable sleeves. Like all there were out there were penny sleeves. You didn't play with penny sleeves, and then all of a sudden Ultra Pro came out with these deck sleeves, and it was like these are the coolest thing ever. Yeah, I did think that was an interesting idea, White Wolf. It's also a pretty cool card. Obviously, there's going to be if that's the only box stopper, there's going to be an absolute ton of those on the market. Um, but the Gala, God, what was Gala? What's the second word in there? Greeters? Was it Gala Greeters? It does seem like a really cool card. I know a lot of people are not necessarily falling in love with New Capenna, but I don't know. It seems kind of like secretly cool. I could be wrong. I don't know what I'm talking about. Pioneer gets to use the new stuff more often. Yeah, that's my problem with modern, man. Modern is you need these few cards and you have to build like one of these six decks and then that's it. Who lives? I lives? I don't live. I just exist. 1930 gangsters. It's straight up like 1930 Chicago. I love it. It does seem straight up busted. Yeah, I like the treatment, and I think the foil etched because it looks like it's gonna be more like the Commander Legends collector box foil etched. I think that foil etched treatment might look really, really good on those items. I think it's gonna they're gonna really show off. Obviously, it's not gonna be the big hunt like it was in Kamigawa to get like these giant chase cards. So I don't think collector boxes are gonna be as popular, but we'll see. I could very, very, very much be wrong since we don't know everything yet. You open Neon Red Hidetsugu? Oh, bro. I'm both extremely happy for you and incredibly jealous at the same time. Greg, tease. Okay, you're right. First back, opening. I was about to shuffle them too, and I don't need to do that. These are not for me. These are for Greg. These are his cards. So I'm not going to be chucking them unless he wants me to. Not that I'm going to chuck Strixhaven. Yeah. Strixhaven actually, the collector boxes especially sold really well. Not as well as Kamigawa collector boxes, but they sold really well. You pulled a blue and bought a yellow. Dude, how does the yellow look? I have to imagine the yellow looks really good. All right, so you got Archmage Emeritus. This set does have a sneaky good commander extended art pools available. So we got Radiant Performer. I don't think that's one of them. Hey, all right, our first mythic, one that's actually started to kind of slowly creep back up there. We got Professor Onyx. Nice. Shock. So who else is here? Becoming a porn star. Love the name. I wish you luck in your mission. SJK, greetings from Finland. Hello, welcome. So we got Doomblade. So that's our first rare. Then we got Defiant Strike. And then we got a foil Draconic Intervention extended art foily guy. All right, so that's pack number 1. Not too shabby, Pack number 2. So, as with all things, I do not spend time on commons. It's not going to change. Oh, the lesson slot. I still think the whole lesson thing just didn't work out at all. I don't know. Does anybody agree with me? Does anybody disagree with me? Actually, if you disagree with me, let me know. I would like to know your reasoning. Hey, number 2. We got Mythic number 2. We got Mr. Beldros Witherbloom in the pack foil version. All right. 2 good Mythics. Life is too short to look at commons. You are correct. What's up, Fatty? How are you and the Beef Queen doing? All right, we got Fractal Harness. We got Lorehold Command. Yeah, okay. Whirlwind Denial. Yeah, okay, that's correct. Urza Saga. Good old Urza Saga. Village Rites, and hopefully the payoff card is Hoffrey Ghostforge. Hoffrey Ghostforge. Emery, I hope you're right. I do hope that we find Teferi's Protection. That'd be awesome. Okay. Oh, that's Mythic number 3 already. If you know, you know. Kraken Packs fan. That's what that is. Although nobody knows who I am over there. It's fantastic. All right. 2 solid Mythics to start. Yes, Wildcat. Welcome, by the way. What's up, man? Yeah, Skylar, the D&D set was like a whole different thing, man. Whole different thing. So, tempted by the Orc. Hey, Reinterpret. That's a good pull. Let's put that one over there into good pulls. Academic Probation. Yeah, nobody cares. It's a lesson. All right, we got Adventurous Impulse. So since nobody answered the question about whether or not you care, I assume that nobody cares about the lessons. Swords to Plowshares. Always a welcome pull. Opt. And Compulsive Research. Yeah, it's a rare, I guess. Well, remember I don't think we can call them triomes because we're not in Ikoria. So they're tricycle lands. And I'm gonna die on that hill. I mean, I'm glad they're completing the cycle and didn't make it take like 5 years to do it. I am ready to kill on that hill. Lessons are in war terrible, correct. Yeah, ganglands. Yeah. I don't think lessons even worked in standard. I don't even think they were really much in limited. Were they? They just didn't really. That was just it was a concept and it didn't work. But hey, they tried a concept. And it was on theme. Yeah, if it was Cycle 2, they would be closer to, well, they'd be more. Even though people really do want to play those most of the time. So I don't know about that. I mean, you fetch those after all. The triomes, that is. The tricycle lands. Sorry, hill I'm going to die on. Try Holmes. All right. Here we got Orc Lore Mage. Yeah. Angel of the Runes. Not bad. Gnarled Professor. What's up, Ethan? All right, we got Duress. We got Approach of the Second Sun for our 4th mythic. That's not bad, right? That's not bad. What's up, Pause? How you doing? Yeah, the Angel did recently spike. You are correct. I couldn't remember whether or not it did. Going up in the good. All right, Thrill Possibility. Yeah, Lore Hold Command. Yeah, no. I mean, it's not worth anything, but that's cool. Oh, we just started, Pause. We just started, so not too deep yet. I have not opened Japanese War of the Spark. I will admit, I don't plan on it, and I kind of leave that to Jake and Joel or Magic to open up all of the Japanese War of the Spark. So that's Jeffrey. How you doing? I can't say I don't plan on being on 4 hours, but I'll probably be on a good 2 hours, I'm sure. I think I have a hard time logging off before that. Witherbloom Command is currently something that's not a terrible spec. White Wolf, you know I'm going to answer that question, MH2. I hate to say it, but you are. Even for other formats, like Legacy and Commander. I think the commands are cool, and I do think they're undervalued. Those streams are, yeah, that is a good time. He's got his whole process set up that is fantastic. Every time you see new people show up, they kind of freak out because they don't know what's going on. Love it. It's the pageantry. I opened up some Japanese stopping mid-pack. Yeah, welcome to the stream. That happens. The streaming is different than the videos. I take my sweet time here instead of speed running through boxes. So it's about the rip and chill, guys. It's about the hang out, talk, right? All that good stuff. It's a little different than the videos. Do you think that J&J? I mean, as long as he keeps buying sealed cases, which he is, they have to find one eventually. In fact, right now they're in a bit of a statistical anomaly for not pulling one yet, with how many cases they've opened, or he has opened. Jake, that is. What's 401 Games? Is that Canadian place? I've looked in. I've looked in sites in the United States, and I haven't seen any listings for Double Masters yet. Appreciate it, Pause, but we're here to chill. If they want to hit it, that's cool. Hey, we got Prismari Command just sitting here in my hand, and I never even looked down. Sweet. Too busy looking at the chat here. What did you say? They were charging $360 Canadian? So if that ends up around $300 US, yeah. Hey, patrons, get ready to do all the Double Masters if that's the case. Get to see this dude live? Yeah, I'm just, hey, this is Rip and Chill. So, it's going to be different than the videos, okay? This is Rip and Chill. We converse, we talk. Set boxes, Thomas, set boxes. Without question, set boxes. As long as the price difference isn't giant. If the set box is $20 to $30 more, yes. If the set box is 40 or more than the draft, then go with the draft. Hey, KP, how's it going? Not much so far. We've pulled a few good mythics. We're not even halfway through the box yet. This box is actually for Greg. So just before the stream started, he's like, hey, you got anything you want to crack that I can crack? And I'm like, oh, I got the Strixhaven box over here. And he's like, in. So, Surge to Victory. Stupid lesson card. We got Shock, Sign in Blood. Hey, Opt. Probably the best of the uncommon pools right there. And Memory Lapse. We've got a Memory Lapse foil. Which even a Memory Lapse in the Japanese alt art foil is like $5. It's crazy. This here, what did I miss? Yeah, draft if you're saving, set box to correct. That's probably a good way to put it. And again, as long as the price points are relatively close. You bought a case of Commander Legends from the Taco King. Hey, Sean. Yep, I opened the entire case of Commander Legends that I got from Rudy. Not a single box had a Jewel Lotus. I think that's because it was a second print run. I have a lot of thoughts around the second print run of Commander Legends. And yesterday's video that Rudy posted showed a lot of it. The second print run, which is actually, I think, what I'm cracking too. Yep. They made some things more rare. You shouldn't have been able to go an entire case without pulling at least one of every mythic. Statistically, that just isn't how it works. Chase, nah, that's not correct. I mean, I had, what, one set box that had like 8 fetch lands in it. It was nuts. Actually, I have the averages for this. So the average set box has 2.8 fetches in it. The average draft box has 2.6 fetches. So it's relatively similar. Yeah, they made it worse with the second print run. Yeah, honestly, Jason, that's the way, man. You open the one box, you pulled it, good, I'm out. But obviously I can't do that because I'm an idiot. Your Commander Legends error box was nuts, Wildcat. It was nuts. By the way, if y'all haven't checked out Wildcat MTG, Paul's Brown MTG, go check out their channels at some point, or today, or now. Maybe not now, but later. If not now, then when? Soon. Yeah, he was talking about Double Masters 2022 for 401 games. Is that store in Toronto? Where's that store at? I always see the Canadian guys talking about it. Yeah, but where in Canada? Like, Canada's not small. Because if it's Vancouver, I could just like take a little drive. Well, I shouldn't say little. It'll take me probably, what, 3 hours, but still. Pretty sure Toronto? Yeah. SJK, that's the way to do it, man, if you can. I mean, as long as you're not skirting your responsibilities. As a person who has a lot of people under me, I have to be responsible and say you should not do that while you're working unless you're caught up on your work. There you go. Jason, don't worry about it. People will click like if they want to click like. I'm not worried about it. What's up, Justin? How you doing tonight? Is that Oakshiren? Your name is hard to say as I'm streaming. Is that supposed to like the Shire? I don't know. Okay. We got Uvilda. Oh, wait, we had an Illuminate History. Yeah, okay. Uvilda, Dean of Perfection. Nasari. This is why I can't run battles with these boxes anymore. That was an absolute cluster as I had to keep turning these over and forget which ones I didn't turn over so I can count their casting cost. I'll never do another Strixhaven battle again. Ethan, I mean, I think we have to see the rest of New Capenna. But, you know, I guess in the end, it kind of just breaks down to Channel lands versus the rest of the Tricycle lands. The new Wizards wrap is on the second or last print run of Commander Legends. I don't know exactly how many. Okay, let's call you Oak. Dude, those three-pack blisters. Yeah, I pulled like 2 Joel Lotuses out of those three-pack blisters back when those were around. I don't have those around me anymore. Muse Vortex. And at this point, Greg's like, can you like get through the pack? Jeez. Hey, Vanishing Verse. Good card. Good card. Is that Revitalize, right? Yeah. I always forget that one. And we got Electrolyzed foil. So if the Lions, there you go. Yeah. So you're good. Cultivate. And Regrowth foil. All right, I think we're on the halfway point. We are. Okay. Channel lands are good, I think, anywhere. But the Tricycle lands are fantastic in Commander, so there is that. Is Silkinzon even seeing play anywhere? That's like the only one I'm not sure is actually seeing play. The channel lands are a home run. I mean, even besides Boseiju, like they're a home run. Those are. Yeah, poor Silkinzon. Little mono red aggro. Yeah, standard. Okay, that makes sense. I've kind of stepped away from standard. The Showcase Otawara is a great spec. Yeah, I think the aesthetics of New Capenna is excellent. From a look perspective, I think everything looks really sharp. Having said that, I think the showcase versions of the Tricycle lands all freaking look the same except for like a slightly different color, like jewel type light in the middle. That's the only thing where I'm like, okay, come on. Yeah, if you really study them, they have much different, but from a quick glance, they all look the same. All right, there's a pack here. We should probably open this pack, huh? Somebody out there is like, would you just stop talking already and open the pack? Yes, you are correct. That's why it says Rip and Chill. Yeah, Otawara might be past spec. At one point it was. You could pick those up for like $5. Hey, Ethan, don't need to apologize. Thanks for coming on in, man. Okay, here we go. We got Blex, the Vexing Pest. Of course, he is. We got Search for Blex. Oh boy, my boss is texting me. Oh god. Oh god. Seriously, guys, I work 7 days a week sometimes. It's Saturday afternoon, and he's in Arizona, so you know. Trudge Garden. Blade Historian. All right, I am gonna have to. You're all gonna be really annoyed at me for a second. I'm not gonna disconnect the stream, but I do have to answer a text message really quick. I am the boss, but everybody has a boss, and then my boss reports to like a board. So you know, yeah. Hey Benjamin, how you doing? No, this belongs to Greg. Greg, is it Marston? Should probably know that off the top of my head, but I'm an idiot. Okay. Yeah, 9-day weeks. All right, so we got Weather the Storm. Sometimes it does feel like that, right? And we got Agonizing Remorse. Hey, Rowan, a foil Rowan, and of course on the back you've got Will. I don't see that one show up very often. It's not a spicy pool, but that's still pretty cool. I especially like Will. I think that's a cool card. All right, that's actually a neat pull. And we still have mythics to go for on average for the Mystical Archives. All right, hold on a second, folks. I mean, I'm still here. I'll still talk, but I need to do this really quick if I can. Give me a second. I just learned at least I can't do both those things at the same time. I think it disconnected the stream. Am I back on? Yeah, I am back on. Okay, good. Yep, everybody logged off. Okay, I gotta make sure Greg is still on. Okay, I'm down to 22 viewers now. I didn't know it was gonna log me off when I did that. Uh-oh, what is this? What happened here? Why is this? No, 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 no. Okay, 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 okay. Okay, we're good, we're good. Everybody's good. All right, I just want to make sure Greg is still here. Let me know if you're still here, Greg. Yeah, it's starting to pop back up. On mine, it started to shoot down, but that's because what I was doing disconnected me, unfortunately. Yeah, it froze because I didn't realize that what I was doing was going to disconnect me, which it did. Was that 80? Wow, that's a record. Note to self, start earlier. Okay, so we're back on. Hey, pause. No, dude, thanks for stopping by, man. Appreciate it. We'll be on for a little while longer. Or a lot a bit longer if I get caught up in this like the last 3 times. Okay. You know what? Why do I keep... I don't think the numbers on my live stream matter at all, to be honest with you. That's why I'm not worried about the likes or any of that stuff. It's... Waiting for the ripping. You're right, Matthew. And I'm starting the ripping. Okay, so we got Gnarled Professor again. Lashiel. Clockwork Sculler. Hall of Oracles. All right, so you got Village Rites. Tezzeret's Gambit. Okay. Come on, something awesome. No, wait, you want to have something awesome next. Okay. Something awesome after this. Come on, something awesome after this. Come on. Okay, we do have a mythic. We got a mythic. Okay, Approach of the Second Sun times 2. So we have a foil Approach of the Second Sun for another mythic. Jeremy, you know, we've got some solid mythics going. I'm hoping this rare pile pool, picks it up a little bit. Approach of the Second Sun, I am going to do a Gavi deck with that, so then I can keep cycling through things as I then pull that card and finish winning. I guess that's the goal. Okay, Blade Historian. We got Dika, Fractal Thirst. Augmenter Pugilist. The Gates. Okay, something cool here. Something cool here. Come on, come on, come on. All right, Swords to Plowshares. That is the kind of rare pulls we're trying to get here. Good, good, good. Revitalize. And Ingenious Mastery. Uh-oh. Alina, you don't want to hear the answer to that. At least not from me. This channel's expensive. Okay, here we go. Next pack. Nope. Okay. All right, we got Baleful Mastery, Incarnation Technique. What's up, Rasta Bob? Strixhaven Stadium. Then we're going to have an uncommon. We got Adventurous Impulse. Okay, now we're going to get into a rare. Come on, come on, come on. Or mythic. Here we got. All right, Memory Lapse ×2. Okay, then you're going to have the uncommon. All right, we got Cultivate. One of the cooler uncommons. And come on, let's get a rare. Oh, we got a mythic. Hey, a foil Galzeth Prismari. Hey, sweet. That's actually a really cool pull. Oh, it's a second Elder Dragon of the box. Cool. I did the math, and it was something. I'll just tell you, it was something. And we got our first Snarl. So we get the Frostboil Snarl. Does anybody play with the Snarls? Does anybody slide these into decks on the reg? Oh, that is an awesome pull. Bronze Guardian. This is a fantastic pull. And I would not be surprised over the next 2 months if this thing gets up over the 15, 20 buck territory. You do not wish that, Alan. You do not wish that. I don't wish that evil upon you. Yeah, Snarls are kind of bad, right? Radiant Scroll Wielder. Hey, Negate. Sweet. While, who cares, this card actually does have value. 15K. Okay, I'm not even going to talk about it. It's depressing. Anyway. All right, Negate ×2. Yeah, come on, Jada! Harmonize. All right, Foil Harmonize. It's like every single one of these are like at least $5 for the rares. It's crazy. What'd you think was fake? Yeah, right. Slowlands came out and like, why would you bother? You wouldn't. I think Kaldheim is a great set, and I think the collector boxes of Kaldheim are a joke. I've opened a lot of Kaldheim collector boxes because obviously content making and all that, but there's no good reason to open up those collector boxes. Yeah, the Japanese mystical archives are gorgeous. Like all of them are so good looking. Illini, yeah, you would find all your clients but they wouldn't be willing to give in though. Is the problem? They would never admit to it ever. I would argue in some ways. No, yeah, that's probably pretty accurate, Rasta Bob. Yeah, it is a lot like Crimson Vow collector boxes. Crimson Vow collector boxes was the only collector boxes I ever put up for the patrons, and nobody wanted anything to do with them. It's crazy. I mean, I don't blame them. Let me be clear. I don't blame them. Put them up, and everybody just kind of didn't do squat. Or is like, nah. I'm like, okay. Well, guess I got to open them. Yeah, but you can get the Phyrexian Vorinclex in the set boxes and the draft boxes too. That's the problem. The chase cards in that can also be pulled in regular boxes. There's no reason to open those collector boxes. You get way less. Okay, last pack. Come on. Let's get one more mythic for the road. Or two more mythics. Flame Scroll Celebrant. Riona, Fire Dancer. We got our second Snarl. We got the Necroblossom Snarl. I think this is the only land cycle I don't track. Oh, God. I can't. Okay. Now I'm getting phone calls. Oh, God. Okay. All right. Thrill of Possibility. Oop. Hey, Natural Order. Sweet. Foil Etch Natural Order for another Mythic. Good pull. And we got Eliminate. Hey! All right. That's not a bad way to finish off the box. We got a foil Extended Art Sedgemoor Witch. Okay, all in all, decent box. Decent box. Think, Gregory. What do you think? Decent box? Yeah, we didn't hit the giant home run and get the demonic tutor, but decent box. Bronze Guardian seriously is a legit pull. All right, hold on a second, guys. I need to get a little box. Yeah, they did. You're right. The Japanese did. I like this. This Natural Order looks amazing too, but I think that's because like the artwork, like that artwork feels like it goes with all that frame. I mean, I'm not an artist, but like that card looks good. Tezzeret Gambit's okay. I think all these are okay. Yeah, those are all okay. All right, give me a second here, guys. I'm gonna put everything in a box really quick for Greg. What were you looking for? MA? The Mystical Archives. Yeah. Oh, we got some good Mystical Archives. Obviously not D-Tutor. It dropped down to $11. Oh, well, I guess that happens. Is this box even big enough? Barely. Okay. Barely. I do have a lot to send you. I have a small pile over here. So, actually, the stuff I just put in this box is more temporary, and I'm going to transport some stuff over to a 400 card box. Okay. How many unopened Magic boxes do I have? I actually don't have a whole lot of stuff right now in the whole grand scheme of things. I probably have 13 boxes in back right now, which I know that could still sound like a lot, but not for this channel anyway. I get my boxes from all kinds of places, Andrew. One of the things I probably spend the most amount of time on is hunting boxes. So when I talk about like the channel and how long it takes, some of that is hunting. I'll admit from where I moved to, my 2 local game stores are not particularly great. I used to have a really good game store back home, but I had to go and move. Yeah, right? When they're like, why do you have random boxes of cards on your shelf? And you're all like, don't touch those! I have them in a very, very secure area that stay out of light and all that stuff. Temperature controlled, blah, 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 Box prices have gone up. It's been ridiculous. I mean, I understand why, but because everything's gone up in the entire world and inflation is very real. Hey, draft box for 85 of Kaldheim is actually a really sweet opening, and if you decide to do it, it's not a bad idea. Because even like a terrible box, you won't get absolutely too crushed on. hate and love this set at the same time. I'm not proud of them, but anybody like I know some like I know Benjamin saw them and some of the other people saw them. When I had like 6 boxes in a row from an order that were all the same and they were the worst box possible of Commander Legends. Bucket of fail. How you doing? Oh, Benjamin, yeah, from a sealed perspective, yeah. I guess I talk about cracking boxes, so I guess that's where my head goes to. Okay. You people that can keep these things sealed. What do you mean, you people? Well, you people that can keep these things sealed for a long time, you impress me. I've tried, and I just can't do it. Alan, thanks for dropping by, man. Good to see you. Yep, this is the new Wizards logo. So I'm probably on a train to Pound Town. This was a test to see what I was going to get before I place a larger order, to see if I was going to get the old wrapping or new wrapping. I got the new wrapping, so I'm not placing another order from that thing I ordered from. If it was old wrapping, I was probably going to order 6 more boxes. $199 for an MH2 draft is a really good deal. You won't find too many like people that are fire selling MH2. That really doesn't happen. Like $199 is really cheap. Tim, how you doing, buddy? Wildcat, I love it, man. I love it. You're a better man than I. Gregory, we are going to have an epic Easter opening. Oh, Smoke and Mirrors have those for $199 right now? Oh, crap. I guess I know what I'm doing right after the stream here. I'm good on the moonshine. I'll admit more of a bourbon guy than a moonshine guy when it comes to the hard alcohol. Although they're relatively similar in initial creation. Yeah, so, stuff. Words. You're welcome, Tim. And yes, unfortunately, it always hurts when you guys go to Pound Town. I admit, it hurts. I don't love it, and I have to act like in the video that like I have to treat it like it's, I can't act like you completely went to Pound Town necessarily because I have to try to keep an upbeat. But man, it sucks. It sucks. Don't you call Vampiric Tutor. Don't you wish that evil on me, Jeremy. Don't you wish that evil on me. You probably don't know why I'm saying that. Because you probably mean really well by that comment. If you get a Vampiric Tutor box with the new wrapping, it means you get absolutely 0 crowd lands, and your other mythics are garbage too. You hope that you also pull a Sakashima with it. Or you can pull a foil vamp and be happy, yeah. It's sad that I know that too. Like, I forgot who did a stream not that long ago, and I was just picking that off one by one, and people are like, "What the hell?" I don't like Scotch. I've tried. My brother's a big Scotch guy. I don't really dig the smoky, to be honest. Virtue, Codex Shredder, Sifter Worm. That could be good or bad. I mean, it's not the card I want to pull at all, but in terms of what it could go to, that could be good or bad. We will see. Okay, to your Bear Claw, Elena, blah blah blah. Who cares? Yeah, the track printed on this set is asinine. So you pulled a Mana Drain and a Tutor in the same pack, but one of those had to be foil. Or you got one of those error boxes. Right, you can get a foil. So foil is a different track print. So foil's on a completely different structure. So those are random, right? So you kind of hope to pull one of those, but that's a different. You can't judge which box is going to have what foil. So congratulations to those that are pulling 2 beefy mythics with one of them being foil. That's awesome. Okay, we got. You know what? I'm just gonna set that aside for a minute. Okay, the Mace, Merchant Raiders, Oracle, Keeper of the Accord. It's all right. All right, Slurk in Emerith. Yeah. And a foil Bio-Waste Blob. Just actually not a terrible card. But anyway. The Beefmaster blessed me with a Jewel Dogus. We will see, Rasta Bob. We will see. It has been a long time in a lot of boxes since the last time I pulled one. The best card you pull is one of the lands? Yeah. Yeah, that's when you get a bad box of this. That is accurate, unfortunately. Yeah, Wildcat opened one of those boxes on his channel too, where he pulled that kind of craziness in terms of the mythics. Okay, cast down, Vault of Champions. Sweet. Our first of the land cycle. Riev, Keleth, blah, blah, blah. What's a 75-cent mythic? Oh, is this thing up to 75 cents now? I was pretty sure that card was used for kindling. Benjamin, I wasn't going to say it out loud, man. I wasn't going to say it out loud. Can't jinx it. Can't jinx it. This is a wood table. Automaton. What the hell am I doing? All right. Perfect. Thought Vessel. Sweet. The Regent. Asior. Kuma. Numa. Yeah. And moving on. It has been a real long time since I pulled a Lotus. In the early days of the channel, I was pulling Lotuses left and right. And then all of a sudden they just dried up. Never saw them again. I figured a sealed case would pull one, but nope. Actually, that's 2 sealed cases now. Yeah. Court of Grace. And Miara. Quirk. Yep. Nothing exciting yet, guys. Nothing exciting yet. I have an embarrassing story about almost missing a no-hitter once. Yeah, the Lotus has become a myth. That's for sure. Kenji's Lieutenant, Guilt Leaf, Winnower, Vibra. We opened a Strixhaven collector box for Greg, and it was a solid box. Not a home run, but deep mythic pulls. Decent box. Now we're on Commander Legends, and no spice yet. We got Aurora Phoenix, Yuri, Tormod. Okay. The story's too long. I can't really tell it while opening packs. Well, Vibra, currently, because you tend to follow the mythic run, and right now I have a card that doesn't quite tell me which way we're going to go. Kamal's Will, Glenara, and Rebecca. I've bought some reserve list. I've bought some cards here and there for reserve list. I will say I don't go ham on it, although I should. This is not a mana drain box. Jacob, how you doing tonight? You're feeling mana drain, huh? Yay, 3 visits. Revenant, Opposition Agent. Yeah. Hey, Belb. Belb's cool. No money, but it's cool. Okay, that was the first third of the box. I opened a lot of Alliance packs back in the day. Yep, there it is. Mana drain. Okay. No Lotus, but all right. That was I apologize. I no longer have any kind of reaction to mana drain out of these boxes because the second I pull it, I know I won't get a dual Lotus. Yeah. I've become I have become jaded to pulling the mana drains at this point. Because I keep pulling them and I can't pull a Jewel Lotus! Alright, Serenity now. Serenity now. I'm like the only person in existence that gets mad about pulling mana drain. Yes, I know it's weird. You can call me an idiot. I don't care. Stoic drain. Benjamin, yeah. How many boxes have I opened have been like the ones that Rudy opened? I mean, that's just a thing. I mean, I will put the Lotus to good use. I will tell you that, especially as somebody who tends to play a lot of blue. The mana drain will get put to use. It's just I really wanted a Jewel Lotus. Oh well. Oh well. Mana drain. Woo! It is at an all-time low. You are correct. That's what happens when you print tons of them. Which is not a bad thing. You know, go buy your mana drain now if you need one. Foil Lotus, it will happen. Emery, you've got a weird way of calling shots, so let's see. Body of Knowledge, Kedis, Lysa. Yeah, you did. You did say I was going to get a mana drain, and I was hoping that wasn't going to be the case. Especially considering I really don't play black too on top of getting Vampiric Tutors. Like, black is probably my least played color. Although I'm probably going to build a Prosper deck soon, so there's that. Man, those TSR packs. Oh, they're such a tease. I love them. I love them and hate them. Kind of like this set. Dude, that was nuts. The 8 rares per pack was nuts. That would have been such a great video. Anyways, how would you know, right? How would you know? Nah, people would have called it fake. It's fine. Okay, Meteor. And hey, all right, Spectator City. Cuckoo. 8 mana drain. It's just a complete super error box. Yeah, a nice etch hit would be awesome. Like one of the reprint commanders would be really cool. Hey, the rings. Rings are cool. I dig rings. Arcalos, Urlock, and Quain for the 4 rare pack. By the way, that is 2 rare foils if we're keeping track. Dragon, blah blah, yeah, Court of Ire. That is a card. No, why is it going up? It does not go up there. Sengir, yeah. But the nice part about a mana drain box is that we likely will get 4 Crowdlands. So that is a nice part about a mana drain box. And we may have a Reshape the Earth coming too. Production hadn't been in a complete train wreck from the get-go. Are you talking about this set? Oh, you heard TSR. Oh, yeah, TSR. Yeah, because they didn't release either. Either they were actively trying to make it rare, or they just didn't think people wanted it. I don't know. I don't think anybody will ever understand that one. And now it's like too late. You can't just make more, right? Because then now people have been paying high prices for boxes. You can't just like all of a sudden be like, oh yeah, we're gonna do another run. Biowaste Blob, Hamza, Ik, and Dargo. The focus isn't great, Shady. The focus isn't great. It's not like my videos. I apologize. My streams are just not as good. Ingenuity Engine, Explosion of Riches, Stinger Fling, Phyrexian, Triniform. Yeah, that sounds about right. Brian Lynn, Falthus. Okay. They do have to protect the original Time Spiral boxes. Yeah, you're probably right. And Command Beacon. Never bad. Nimrus. And nothing. All right, last third of the box. So from this point, can we get? Yeah, let's get a cool etched card. That'd be sweet. Let's get a Sakashima. We have not gotten a mythic yet from the commander slots. Let's get a Sakashima. Hey, Arcane Signet, sweet. And Zet's Will. Probably means we're getting a better set. Another land like Command Beacon, like a card that does a similar thing? Or do you mean getting a War Run? Yeah, the etchings in the set were really good, and it looks like they're going to do that similar treatment for New Capenna for the etchings. 2 time shifted foils. Good for you. Hey, Hull Breacher. This used to be a thing of celebration. Now, I'm still putting it up there. Siani. And there is our mythic. It's unfortunately not Sekishima. We got Kamal. When did I get so negative about this set? When did this happen? Yeah, Gregory, I guess I'll just ship it in one big pile. Okay, yeah. Not gonna be anything else in the uncommon slot, really. Training Center for number 3. Let's see if we can get number 4. And Abomination of Llanowar. Yeah. Hull Breacher is just sad now. Yep. That's probably right. After I opened a case without a Lotus, that's probably accurate. British Heart. Staff of Domination. Nostro. Raverna. Nothing. This is a tough luck set, that is for sure. When you hit well. When you don't hit, even though this box is actually solid. Like, I sound really negative. This box is solid. I've got 3 of the lands so far. Mana Drain, Opposition Agent, the 3 uncommons you kind of want to pull. Bunch of good rares. Like, this is a good box. I don't know why I'm being so negative. I have not bought a single thing from that vendor since then. I won't. I won't do it. That was nuts. Not my proudest moment either, kind of going off on camera like that either, though, to be honest. Not really proud of those videos. And Profane Transfusion. Okay. Our mix. Again. Okay, where is that foil etched card? Are we going to have one? You're not really guaranteed one. AJ, so I bought 6 boxes. They were all a decent price. It wasn't like a home run, but they were all a good price. So I bought the 6 boxes from the vendor, got the 6 boxes, and I opened the first one. Can I say I opened it for you, Tim? Too late now. I already said it. And that box was solid just because it did really well in the commander slot and it did really well in the foil slot. Okay, so keeping that in mind, that box thankfully was like, it was all right. The next 5 boxes were all the same, just not, of course, not getting lucky in the foil and the commander slot, which, you know, those are harder to track. So all 6 boxes had the same freaking mythics. So you ordered 6 boxes from one vendor, all with the same mythics. What do you think happened? You can buy packing tape. Hey, Chris. How you doing? No, it wasn't Cataclysm Games. I'm not going to say who it was, guys. I decided a while ago I didn't want to start any beef. All right, Damien. How you doing? No, it wasn't Amazon. In fact, my comment is at least from Amazon, it's all just random. So you never know what you're going to get because nobody cares. Yeah, there's number 4, Undergrowth Stadium. Like clockwork. Malcolm, Nadir. Yeah, terrible ethics is correct. No, you just, I guess I learned. Hey Clay, how are you doing tonight? Thank you for joining. Guys, for those that are just showing up, I'm in the middle of being very disappointed in what is actually a really good Commander Legends box, and I don't know why. So welcome to the stream. Jason, yeah, right? How did you know? You didn't know, and then it happened. You got some Japanese Strixhaven set boxes for $80 a piece? Did you get anything good? Did you open them? Residual disappointment from other openings. Yeah, that is what it is. You are correct. This set for me is just so the reason why I'm opening this right now for those that just logged in because I'm at 92 people right now is I'm trying to find some old wrapping Commander Legends boxes because the new wrapping they completely messed with the sorting. So I ordered one from this vendor, hoping that it was going to be an old wrap, and it was a new wrap, so I'm going to open it. And I'm not going to order any more from that person. If it was old wrap, I was going to order like 6 more. My last case was from Rudy, and it had no Jeweled Lotus in the entire case. And that has nothing to do with him. That has to do with the way that they decided to do the second print run, or third print run, whatever they're on now. And I know that sounds like conspiracy theorists, and I'm not usually that type, but when all kinds of people bought cases from Rudy, and it was all new stuff, and hardly anybody got Jeweled Lotuses, there's something up. There is something up. It's been a minute since I've ordered from Amazon, but knowing how they move through product, it's probably new rep. Yeah, it's just a super rare pull that's more mythic than other mythics. You know, it's the way it is. They're keeping that price for reprint equity. King Lion, how you doing? Josh, welcome. The best repacks money can buy. They are. Hey, I've opened plenty of stuff from Rudy. Wait till Thursday's video. Is it Thursday or Friday? Crap. Wait till Thursday or Friday's video. One of the two. I can't remember which one it is right now. I'm not even going to say which one it is. It was a Rudy box. It had beef. It's not him. The patron or patrons will be quite happy. That's for sure. I could probably show that off in a moment. Give me a second here. We get through his last pack here. Doesn't look like we've got unfortunately, any of the etched. Tago, Belborca. Nope, no etched. You are not guaranteed an etched in a box, just so you guys know. You did direct deposit your paychecks to Rudy. I do attract, Shady. I do attract my kind. That is for sure. Get half my money back on what? What did I get half my money back on? I'm pretty sure I haven't gotten any money back. I'm talking about on this box? Oh, this was a good box. Excuse my negativity. This was a good box. Hey, Clay. How you doing tonight, man? All right. Hold on. Let me go fishing for the wrap again. If I can find it in this thing of packs. There it is. All right. Okay. So this is, let me get there we go. So that's the new wrapping. Okay. So you see that really cool new Wizards logo. And then this is the old wrapping. Ikoria collectors are regularly available on the secondary market for way less than that, and people are not snatching them up. You can. So I always think the Amazon price is funny. To me, it's a bit of when something kind of is out of print. It's kind of like, yeah, we'll just mark the price up higher, and some sucker will buy it. I admit, I kind of dig the new logo. I think it's very modern. What do we want to open? What do we want to open? You're right. Maybe that's why I like it because it looks like Blizzard's logo. And if anybody knows, I'm a bit of a Hearthstone fan. In fact, Hearthstone was my drug to stop playing MTG. Obviously, it's not as good as MTG. Hence, I'm back. Yeah, Ikoria collectors are still out there for the 240 to 250 range. But, if you want a position, it's probably the time to go ahead and get your position and call it a day. I, for one, don't do positions, so as much as I would like to, the channel requires too much cracking for me to hold positions. All right, I'm gonna put up a poll. We're gonna do one of those polls. Oh, dude, I love Battlegrounds. That is such a. I love the auto chess format. I know they ripped it off from. Where'd they rip it off from? Is that Dota? Either way, I don't care. Okay. Yeah, I am positionally challenged. In terms of where I'm standing here, yes. I usually do a better job of kind of getting out of the way, but I just didn't care. I want to put them both on screen. There we go. Oh, positionally challenged. Yeah, I totally missed that. I totally forgot what I was just talking about a minute ago. Yeah, I am positionally challenged. It's hard for me to have a position. I'm going to consider it a large duh moment for what we were literally just talking about. Yeah, I understand that, and that's because it's fully bringing the investor mindset into MTG, like top end investor mindset, and those are words that are used for that. See, that's like the thing. I know I talked about this last week. I have to give credit to Bad Boy MTG for opening, or Bad Boy Gaming, whatever channel name he's using now, for opening up that revised box. Considering all those are just sitting on shelves in special, cases. Obviously, complete Pound Town, as it was going to happen, and that's the part about opening them. All these boxes kind of reach a point where you no longer probably should open them. It's a print run, Dylan. That's all. So it's just a print run, and with the print run, they change things up sometimes. Wrapping otherwise doesn't matter. Just in some of these sets that were in print during the changeover, you can actually track that they changed how they sort the boxes or how they inserted different things. It's interesting. They did it for Jumpstart too, just so you know. I would say anything with new, get it. Unfortunately, this one is old, so it might be terrible, it might be good. I don't know. All right. Yeah, it was always going to be a beating. I think it's really funny anytime somebody goes into something like that, like they heard that you could get six, six dual lands out of it. And I'm like, okay, that probably happened once ever in the history of all those boxes. If you get three, you should consider yourself fortunate. A buddy of mine made that joke with I can't talk about that stuff on stream. Never mind. I can't make those jokes. Demonetized. So, Rhystic Study was printed in Jumpstart with the old wrapping. Rhystic Study may or may not have been in boxes with the new wrapping. Having said that, a very reliable source told me that he did in fact pull a Rhystic Study out of the new wrapping, so I believe him. Tyler, have a good night. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. Demonetized tutor. All right, I'm gonna grab another beer. So this is probably a good time to do that. Everybody needs to grab a beer. The Rustic Study. Greg, what did I wasn't I will say I wasn't keeping track of who all was opening packs. Where did you get out of yours? Yeah, Damien, it's a good time. Grab a beer. Grab a beer, everybody. Grab a beer. Beer time. Beer time. It's beer o'clock. Rasta Bob, I like a lot of different, a lot of different things. I can't necessarily say I have a singular favorite other than Good Goose from Belgium. That would be my favorite. Um, Let me check back. Oh, you're good, SJK. You're good. Excuse the people. They just don't not. They do not know what they do. I do love a good stout too. I'll admit I'm not necessarily a big porter fan because every time I drink a porter, I'm like, why can't this just be a stout? But it's not. Except for Baltic porters. Baltic porters are good. They are different. They're brewed differently. Blah blah blah. You spent $400 while watching this stream, so you got two boxes, huh? Yeah, I had to drive 60 miles to a place early this morning, and then I was there, and then I came home. And then I got home about 2 o'clock, hadn't eaten, wolfed down some Taco Bell with the quickness, and decided to stream. Yeah, Espeon, that's the deal, man. You got to drink while you open. So, oh, Gregor, you pulled Ristic Study out of the new boxes. All right, so they are still there. That's good. It's a solid IPA. I'll have to get down to Portland one of these days. KP, you say the same thing about porters? Yeah. The only brewery I've really ever seen put together a true imperial porter that holds up is Cigar City down in Tampa. It's good. All right. It's pretty clear what everybody wants. Everybody wants to hunt for the shocklands, and frankly, so do I. Okay. You're in Tampa? Yeah. So they don't regularly have it available. So there is a particular. imperial porter that they do in bourbon barrels that's actually quite good, like shockingly good. Good old Voodoo Ranger. That is a classic. I'm not worried about it personally, Damien, but I also love Baldur's Gate. And I think they're going to add some stuff that then makes the Adventures in the Forgotten Realms set like actually worth using. So, is that Gail? No, thank you for watching. You don't need to thank me. Thank you for watching the channel. Without that, I would have stopped a long time ago. Good old KBS. Gotta love me some KBS. Yeah, I feel like you're the only one that loved AFR. I don't hate it. I've opened what? A few on the stream since I started streaming. I like some of the stuff in there. I just hate dice rolling. I think that's what it is. I hate the dice rolling mechanics. I want nothing to do with it. I think there's enough going on in Magic the Gathering that I just don't need to roll dice on top of it. Yeah, as Benjamin said, it's the savior to AFR. It really is. What I like is, yeah, they are going to go after the party mechanic finally. And let's be honest, guys, they're adding in the allied blah, 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 crowdlands. So like right there and then, as long as these boxes don't cost a fortune, like they're already on the right path. So. Dungeons didn't work out. I agree. They did not work out at all. Yeah, Chris. Yeah, the next Commander Legends set's gonna anything they do further going out with Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah, it's gonna be dictated by what they do next. Because I don't think it's only gonna be these two sets for Dungeons and Dragons, since they own that property. Right? Why didn't AFR have the party mechanic? Like, what is Dungeons and Dragons? I'm pretty sure you form a party. Pretty sure that's what you do, right? All right. So this is going to be the last box for tonight. And then I've got one other little special opening that will not take that long. I'm making myself stop after 3 tonight. Thanks, Trash Bear. It's developed by a different team makes complete sense. But you'd think you still have a boss that oversees those things like Mark Rosewater. Not that dude doesn't understand what he's doing. He does, clearly. Gentleman Kong. I have one box of Neon Dynasty Collector box still left. That is in my do not touch pile. I guess you can call that my small pile of boxes for long-term hold. It's in there. I'm not touching it. Stay tuned this week, man. I got another opening for this coming week. I got another opening for. Sorry, I'm too busy reading everything. Forget what I'm talking about here. There's one more Neon Dynasty collector box being opened this week. I think it's going to be my last one for a while. So hope you enjoy it. I know I did. It was a fun film. I lost my voice the next day, is all I'll say. All right. Yeah, return to Rev, huh? This is cool. Let's do this. These boxes are not that expensive. It's kind of cool. This box is what, like getting close to 10 years old now? I didn't say anything about Sugu. I just said I lost my voice. Trying to read into things over there? Y'all nuts. Yep. Okay. Golgari Decoy. Lulth Troll. First rare. Oh, that's right. That's right. Foils. Guildgate foil. I guess I'll track foils because this is before everything was shiny and nice. You guys are making stuff up. That's what you're doing here. You're making stuff up. That is not a foil shock. You are correct. I just said I lost my voice. What I yelled about is a totally different situation. Or I should say, it was a sound I've never once made before in my entire life. Hey, Jason, we are looking at Return to Ravnica. A set from, what is it, 2012? This was immediately after the original Innistrad block. Brock. Ugh, words. Zoria's Charm, cool. And Wayfaring Temple. And we got Sundering Growth, if I would stop hitting the camera. Yeah, we are after the Shocklands. That's what we're after. We're after Cyclonic Rift. And I don't know what else. There's this Deathrite Shaman. There's some RD stuff. We are looking for a foil shock. You are correct. Slitherhead, is it Counterflux? It seems kind of neat. It's a little cost prohibited, but I agree. It's about time we free the cards. Yeah, EDH counterspell. Yeah, that's what it very much it seems like. Doesn't seem too shabby. In fact, I'm going to put it on the hit pile. I don't care what it's worth. I like it. Affliction, Cabinet of the Guilds, Rectos Ringleader, Mercurial Chemist. Chemister, whatever. And we got a foil rare, which is not a Shockland. So we got Fire Mines, Foresight. So we got good old Niv Mizzet there. Yeah, Oak, it is. It is. But, you know, the way I do my normal videos is people kind of want to see like the hit separation and all that. So it's kind of the neat thing about the live stream is I can like not care. Yeah, Chromatic Lantern, Supreme Verdict. There's some other good stuff. You traded an Armada Worm for 3 Steam Vents. Is that what the set did back then? Really? Wait. Really? Wait, was Armada... I did not play MTG when this set released. I was out of the game entirely. Armada Worm was a big hit back then? Man, the things you learn when you do this. Crazy. Yep, Abrupt Decay is in this set. So it's a bomb? Yes, SJK, I'm getting into Commander. You are correct. I just finished building a Nath deck, and I'm currently working on a Goshintai Lice Origin deck. Next after that is Prosper deck. So I guess I already kind of have them laid out of which ones I'm building first. Dragon, that's right. The set did have the expensive dragon token. Let's go back and check. I just threw away an ad card, just so you know. I didn't throw away an actual card. Centaur. Nope. Yeah, Go Shintai seems really fun. I like that. That is right up my alley. Well, Rudy also speed runs. Like he speed runs faster than when I speed run, and I've tried to speed run that fast, and I also like destroy everything. So, you know. And our first mythic, we got the Sphinx Revelation. I don't think that is a hit, is it? I do not believe it is. I believe that is a wah wah. But it is a mythic. It goes over there. Appreciate that, Brian. I think I have stuff to build decks with for the most part. So it was good in standard, but it hasn't been bad. It hasn't been good since. Yeah, it seems like a big effect, but expensive as can be. Well, Benjamin, that would require him to pay attention to the prices of standard. He barely pays attention to the prices of modern. You know, he's in the sell box in reserve list business. He's not in the. I want to build an Atraxa deck, but I feel like everybody has an Atraxa deck. I could be wrong on that, and just feels like that's one of the super overpowered decks, and could be wrong. Okay, go Mage and Gerard's orders. So far, we are shockless, folks. We are shockless. I wouldn't know anything about Pokemon product either. When I first started the channel, I was going to open some Pokemon for my nephew and do it on the channel. But that was also at the time in which buying Pokemon cards was nuts and the market was nuts. So I just never did, and I'm glad I didn't. Everyone has an Ur-Dragon deck? Okay. After that, I'm going to be building a Gavi deck, the Cycler. That seems like it could be a lot of fun. Guilty of having an Ur-Dragon deck. All right, we got Mizium Mortars. Yep. Expensive board clear, huh? Kind of board clear. Not even really a board clear. All right. But it does hit everything else, so okay, fine. My first ever competition deck was a green, blue, red, white deck. So that was back in 1995. I was like OG Simic with a splash of white. Urnum Gins, man, Urnum Gins. They were hard to stop back then. Ampersand Tiamat. Why aren't you a baller? Oh, that's awesome. You should really sell that card. What is one of those? Like $1,000? Yeah, back in the day when flying was like, oh, it's a flyer. Gotta get rid of it. Mana Bloom. That is a lot of text for me to read right now. I'm not going to read that. That's not a hit, is it? I don't think it is. I don't know necessarily a lot of the cards that haven't been printed in other sets since. Less than bulk. Oh, God. Okay. Gutter Snipe. Less than a key rune. And Slaughter Games. Okay. Super bulky. So it's a penny, huh? All right. And even then, it doesn't sell. Oh, yeah. It's incredibly rare, Harrison. Incredibly rare. In fact, I mean, did you win it? Did you buy it? How'd you get one of those? Pithing Needle. I forgot that this set had that. Having said that, 2 per premium WPN, though, I don't think that's rarer than... Yeah, I guess that probably is about as rare as Neon Red, isn't it? So you're right. I've been working a lot, I'll be honest. So I've attempted to read on some of those new commanders, but then I get distracted by work. So this is my first time I've had some opportunity to not work. And hell, that almost interrupted me. I have a lot going on right now. It's not anybody's fault. It's just the way life goes sometimes. Is it disgusting? All right, I'll have to read up on it. Okay, Seek the Horizon, Key Rune. Xander plus Bruvac equals deck gone in Commander? Harrison, that's amazing. Congratulations. Wild Beastmaster. Well, folks, we're going to Pound Town so far, but there's a lot of packs left. I love how these old packs just fall apart when you open them. Okay, Rectos Charm. Corvad, Judge's Familiar. Rectos Return. Mythic. Okay. Is that a bulk mythic, folks? Foil Steed. Yeah, that feels like a bulk mythic. If I've ever seen a bulk mythic. A Slith Tribal of the old school Sliths? Powerhouse and Cube? Okay. I mean, it does stuff. It doesn't seem overcasted. At least not too overcasted. Search the City. All right, at some point we're going to hit a Shockland. I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it. I think Rakdos Charm is the best pull I've had all video. Or all stream. At least in this box. Yeah, words. A Spirit Safety would be a sweet pull. I forgot that that was in here. That'd be cool. Hey, Ethan. Bluster Squall. Is it Charm? Golgari Charm. You are not the land that we are looking for, Grove of the Guardian. You tried giving it to for free? Yeah, you gotta like low key on that kind of stuff. I did not back his Kickstarter. I think the box looks really cool. The thing only fits one deck. And that seemed like a lot of money for something that fits one deck. Did I pass a spear? That's an uncommon, right? Aha! Ha! 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 Good eye, Emery. Good eye. See, thank you. Yeah, Golgari Charm is good. Doing okay in the uncommons, just can't pull a rare mythic to save my life here. Syncopate. Guild Mage. Righteous Authority. Yeah, that video was funny. I enjoyed it. Kind of blew the thing up. It still lived. I mean, the box is cool. I don't question that. But it's just if you did it in a way it can store like multiple decks and be built sweet, cool. But how many people take one commander deck with them? Honest question. So you gave him some nice juice there, Harrison. That's cool. So he didn't really want it, and you're just like, okay, I'm not gonna take it for free, but I'm gonna give you some heat. Because those are all good cards. Yeah, it is a premium product. Yeah. And I'll admit, I struggle to pay that much for an accessory. I always have. I do have a lot of thoughts on Core 2021 set collector boxes. I think those are amazing boxes. I think you need to go buy them if you can get them for under $250. Like now. If you didn't watch the last one I did, and I've got one coming up soon, you need to go buy those. My favorite set ever, or my favorite set of most recent sets? My favorite set ever is OG Ravnica. I I absolutely loved OG Ravnica block. And I don't think love is a strong enough word. What's everybody else's favorite set? That's a good question. That's like one of those questions I should ask in a video. Say down below what your favorite what blah, blah, blah is. Titan, what's up, man? How are you? I'm just over here getting pounded here by a box of Return to Rav. You know, same old. Time Spiral, great time. Great time. That was right at the time I started getting out of it. I did play a bunch of Time Spiral just before Future Sight, and then Future Sight I barely played, and then I was out. But that had more to do with what was going on in my life, more so than the actual game. Theros, nice. Rise of the Eldrazi, yeah. Onslaught brought a lot of people back into Magic. I came back in at the tail end of Onslaught after leaving it right after Urza Block. Throne of Eldraine. Ikoria. Ikoria is a really cool set, and I hope they go back to that one day. Yeah, I love Meriden. I think I've been pretty clear about that on the channel. Meriden through Rav for me was like the greatest 3 blocks in a row. And yes, that includes Kamigawa block. MH1 is awesome, so you know, good time to get into it. Tempest, yeah. Weatherlight, yeah. Good stuff. Even when Ice Age was out and I was buying it heavily, there was always still something about Ice Age that was just like, does this set have anything that's actually all that great in it? Even back then. You know, and that's because I kept comparing Ice Age to like Legends and stuff like that. It's like this just isn't that good. Yeah, but nobody played with Jesters. I played a lot back then. Gestures was like nobody used it. Yeah, I can never say that right, so I'm just gonna say Necropotence. Is that right? I don't know. I always say it wrong. Treebs! Sorry, Treebs. OG Rev is the best block. But it's fine if you want to say Tempest and Urza. I understands. Yeah, Jester's Cap was the it card, but like it wasn't good. It was way too slow even back then. It wasn't Helm of Obedience was a cool card out of alliances. Well, it's because everybody thought it was a really big effect, and it kind of was. I mean, the ability to take 3 cards out of somebody's deck and just too bad you can't use them was theoretically amazing to kill off any kind of combo deck. So, like the thought around, oh, dude, Icy Manipulator was my jam. I still have all my classic Ice Age Ices. I still have them. Manipulators were right up my alley. Just yeah, the best sets unglued. Yep. Meriden really just turned the whole thing on its side. Yep, Icy and Royal was that's like OG, especially in a creature heavy game back then, which is what it was. What set did I? That's rare. Okay, good. Search warrant. I started playing at the very tail end of Unlimited. That's when I picked up the game. So I guess you can say overall, revised is when I got heavy into it. It's probably a fair thing to say. The same thing with the dark. Because when I first got into it, you had Unlimited, and then that, of course, then that went into, you had Legends, but I didn't get to buy a lot of stuff back then because I was a kid and didn't have a lot of money to spend. My parents were like, "You're not gonna like, we're not gonna pay for those." OG Rev, love it. Oh, you're 47 minutes behind, so you're watching all the other stuff. I love it. Yeah, live streams do that. I did not play Mercadian Mask, so that was I quit before that set came out until I came back for really at the end of Onslaught. Uh, Pre-release promos. There are people out there that collect them. From what I've seen, it's not necessarily a huge difference, but some difference. Yeah, all that stuff was hard to find back then. I remember growing up, one of my friend's older brothers had like all the legend cards possible because he was a good 5 years older than us, and he was able to buy all of the legends cards. So like I'd go over there and we would play with his cards. Unsleeved, of course, because you didn't have sleeves back then. Came in during Ice Age, yeah, Chronicles, Homelands. Homelands I skipped. I refused to buy it back then. Fallen Empires kind of put me off. A foil promo Boseiju, now that's a pull. Yeah, that's a little different than your more common foil promo pulls. And nobody sleeved their cards back. We didn't have sleeves until Ultra Pro came out with the first that were completely clear on both sides. So if you had the slightest bit of wear on your cards, you could tell where it was in your deck. And it took them first coming out with the first ones that were like shuffleable deck sleeves, and that like changed the game. It was cool. Back when green was the weakest color, it was. It was the weakest color. And I tried my darndest to play green decks, and they just sucked. So then I splashed green in my blue, and it was good. Watching old Magic with no sleeves, yeah. Especially when you think about the cards that they're playing with. Green was the weakest color back then. It was just big dumb creatures. Everything was super expensive to cast. The payoff wasn't there. You couldn't control the board state in any way, shape, or form. Green sucked. Crawworm. I would say black and blue was like the jam back then. Um, red was strong, white was pretty strong. Yeah, green sucked. Green Thallid Force of Nature deck, love it. Right? Yeah. So he laughed because he wanted to play mono green. You didn't play mono green. Yeah, blue was gross, right? Blue was amazing. Black was amazing. Green was good. So I rolled green into blue and then sometimes into white, and I would do that. So I would use green as a bit of a, I guess you can say, speed advantage, if you will, because they often had, quicker creatures that did work. So that's usually where I would put green into play. Turbo Stasis. Oh, God, I hate you. Oh, God, I hate you. I played against those decks. Oh, God, I hate you. Yeah, Birds of Paradise was huge. Like, that was our reason to splash green. Kind of forgot I'm opening packs here. Rampant Growth came out a little later, though. I don't think Rampant Growth came out until Mirage, if I'm not correct. I might not be correct. So you have like Wild Growth. And then, of course, you had the Llanowar Elves. SJK, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. Hope you have fun at work. As much fun as you can. Killer Bees. Killer Bees were fun. Hey, all right, our first sweet pool. Abrupt Decay. Survey the Wreckage foil. Old school Magic, man. It's where a lot of us grew up, right? Like, there was nothing like this. Nobody understood it unless you played it. I know I tried to get my brother to play it. He wouldn't. He couldn't even sit still for 5 minutes playing it. Underworld Connections. Okay, where are the freaking shocks? Have a good night, Benjamin. Thanks for stopping by. Have fun with that. Camden, I use TCG Player. Yeah, I'm over here opening a Return to Rab box and we can't get any freaking shocks. What is this crap? Don't you say zero shock. Don't you say zero shock box. Hey! All right. Biggest hit of the box possible. Sweet. MTG Market is good. I will admit I am one of those sticklers for MTG Low when it's newer cards. When it's something that's a little bit older out of print, then I'll head over to TCG Market. Because TCG Market doesn't quite keep up with how much new cards move. The most hated card in Commander, and right up my alley. Love it. You all kept each other's secret, right? Because that's what you did. That's what you did. This was like a speakeasy type game. Now it's obviously part of pop culture, so you can just talk about it. But sure the heck wasn't back then. Nobody understood it. I always think it was funny that one of my best friends, um, and let me be clear, I'm not talking trash about any of the stuff I'm about to say, but he did come from a heavily religious family, and so right away, of course, his mom looked at the cards and then saw the unholy strength with the pentagram. So he was not allowed to play the game officially. Unofficially, he only ever played mono black decks. Amazing. Okay, Keystone. Just a car. Go guard churn. That is not a shit. Is a Necropolis Regent. Necropolis stupid Regent card. A real one, yeah. I loved it. It was so, it's like such a middle finger. Specifically, only black decks. All had to be mono black decks. He would never even splash another color. Only mono black decks allowed. So you always knew what he was playing. It doesn't mean the decks weren't good. They were, but okay, World Spine Worm. Yeah, they are worth something now, and I doubt he still has them, and I know I don't have mine anymore. Since I went ahead and bulk sold most of my collection back in 2011. That's a hit. How much of a hit? Damien, I'm sure it was. They tried to ban it in school because it was too satanic. I grew up in Chicago and they were having a hard time with it. So it wasn't just in those areas. Like I think that was like an almost across the country type thing. It's like, are you guys like worshiping the devil playing these? No, we're playing a strategy game. Oh, it's a $10 card? Cool. Did not know that. I'm gonna have to read that afterwards. I'm not familiar with that card. I'm not familiar with all these cards. This is in a time period I've not paid attention to. And unless it got reprinted in a master set, I don't think I know it. Hey! My least wanted one, but that's fine. I will take my first shock land finally. We broke the seal, folks. We broke the seal. Satanic Panic, yeah. That was a real thing. Considering I don't own all my old stuff anymore, I still own I'll call it light play, but one could argue near mint revised Wheel of Fortune is probably the most valuable card I still own. It does always exist. It has always it's existed. I know it's existed my whole life. I've watched it from when I was a kid, and all of a sudden NWA becomes Public Enemy number one, and I never really understood why. Um, couldn't listen to hip hop. Was not allowed to. But I couldn't listen to Metallica either. First big hit that I actually remember. Oh, that's easy. It was a time walk revised. Sorry, unlimited time walk. I don't know why I said revised words. Oh, Jason, they hated you. Oh God, they hate you. Yeah, right. And that's really what it is. It's anything that like they don't understand. And I like to think a lot of us, because we watched a lot of that, as we all have kids and so on and so forth, that'll become less of an issue going forward, because we understand. Dude, Fight the Power was still an amazing collab. Way better than Walk This Way with Aerosmith and Run DMC. I know there were a lot of beta cards because I ended up meeting people that like had lots of them back then. Alpha cards I couldn't tell you, to be honest. But the game was pretty regularly available. Like they were out there. Stole your collection and sold it for drug money. Oh, freaking God. I'm glad that didn't happen to me. Instead, one of my little brother's friends decided to steal a bunch of my video games and sell those off. That's not, I'm glad he didn't touch my magic cards. But man, was I mad. All right, can we get another Shockland? Is this possible? Yeah, a second Spear of Safety is pretty freaking sweet. Tristani. Okay. I know that card. I don't hate pulling it, even though it's not a hit. The world is full of Karens. Yep. It's Karen's world. We're just living in it. I didn't sell the Time Walk, just so you know, as part of the collection buy. I did sell that separately. But yes, of course, it's worth way more now. But who knew, right? Who knew? Rogue's Passage and Guild Feud. Yeah, two more Shocklands would put this at average. So let's get two more. So I always have to go back and laugh about my first ever Magic the Gathering trade I did. We didn't know any better. People were stupid. Hey, Temple Garden! That's still cool artwork. Okay. With somebody I'm still really close to this day, and he didn't know any better, and I didn't know any better. So for those that know, creatures was, and big creatures especially, was what the game was all about back then. So one of my early pulls is I pulled a Underground Sea. Okay. So unlimited Underground Sea. And my buddy's like, because I was running, I still liked green for a reason, even though it wasn't good. That I didn't run, I never really ever ran mono green, but he's like, you got to protect that crawl worm. I'll trade you a regenerate for it. And I said, yeah, I don't want this stupid land. I'll do that deal. Now, he didn't know how good of a trade that was either, because there were these two kids up the street from us who were already playing for a long time, since beta, really, and they told him to trade your friends for all their dual lands. And then we'll trade you good stuff. So he did. Again, we were kids, man. We were kids. We didn't know any better. That was before even the age where you even had Scry or Inquest. We had no idea. Like I thought for a rare I got a stupid land. I was like pissed about it. You traded your duel exactly for rock hydras and nightmares because those were big creatures that were a pain in the neck to kill. And that's what the game was all about back then. So you're like, you took these stupid duels and you're like, these are dumb. I don't need these. These are dumb rares. That's how everybody treated them. Oh man, Wildcat. Oh yeah, those are the feelings. Those are the feelings. Like when I sold my set of tropical islands for $200. Let's see here. A lot of conversation. Hold on. First edition Charmander for nothing. Yeah, right. That's kind of in that same boat, isn't it? You gave all your alpha and beta cards to a neighbor because you were moving. I mean, good on you for. It sounds like giving them to somebody who was playing the game. So there is that. Yeah, right. You saved all your lunch money to buy. I back then I used to sometimes sell my lunch because my mom always had this tendency to make really good lunch. So that way I can collect money and I can go buy more cards. I figured I'd eat dinner. It's fine. But I've always been a capitalist. Yeah, nobody. Yeah, yes, nobody played dual color back then. I mean, I did. To be fair, I did, but not right away. It took some time before I got to that. Oh, your Urza's Saga was stolen. God, freaking thieves. The worst. And my phone is being flooded by text messages again, so pardon me, sorry. Oh, that's right. This was a rare back then. Corpse Jack Menace. You pulled a showcase foil Wandering Emperor. Dude, congratulations. Congratulations. Was it extra regular foil? Not that it matters all that much. Both are amazing. Risen Sanctuary. Hey, Supreme Verdict. Cool card. I'm not going to cover the Cyclonic Rift with it, though. So, can we get one more? I've got 8 packs left. Yeah, there's a good chance of that. Yeah, you started working with your uncle, right? I know I shoveled driveways during winter to afford cards. Yeah, they're not meh. They're in fact so far like the etched really were only meh in Modern Horizons 2. Other than that, I wouldn't say that they're meh. They're pretty cool. And they don't curl. I have pulled Phyrexian text, but it sure took a while. Does your brother still have them, Greg? Yeah, the MH2. The other day, I just took out one of my foil etched Misty Rainforest, and I hadn't looked at it in a while, and I was like, God, this thing is so dark. It's like you can't even figure out what it is. Set boosters or set booster boxes. 6 packs isn't very many because that's a pretty rare card. 6 boxes, yeah, that's quite a few. Oh wait, set boosters? Oh yeah, yeah. If you're gonna pull a Phyrexian out of set booster boxes, that's super rare. Out of a collector box, they're a little less rare. But yeah, pulling one out of a set booster box, that's like finding a gem. You guess is Rudy, where all cards go to the Rudy Vault. The price isn't gonna come down. Pack Rat's kind of a neat card. I'm not mad at that. New Capenna will be... Oh, it will make it dip? Yeah, I guess we'll see. That could be true. Because then people will move on to new hotness. But if I'm gauging the market already, the market is not excited for New Capenna. They don't hate it like Innistrad, but they're not excited. Pilot, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. There was a lot of revised printing, you're right. There's a lot of revised out there. Back then, I did not, I will admit, I never wanted a Black Lotus. Like, I never even, for me to spend that money, like, I looked at Moxes and I was like, I would really rather buy Moxes all day long. I know the Black Lotus is just kind of symbolic. And obviously, it's an amazing card. I mean, back in the day, man, you drop one of those things, sacrifice that, throw out a Hypnotic Spectre, it was game. Detention Spear. I'll read that later. Not familiar with that card. I didn't have the money to drop on a card like that back then. So it was never even really a consideration for me. Yeah, Wildcat, I think that is honestly, I think it's an easy prediction to make. I think New Capenna will be the least liked set of the year. He gave to his buddy's son and destroyed them. Yeah, there we go. Well, yeah, at least he used them. You know, it's even though, yeah, we know where the cards went. Got super expensive, but at least he got some enjoyment out of them. Yeah, I mean, New Capenna, we'll see. I mean, there's nothing about it so far that makes me think that it's a stinker. We'll see. Yeah, Brothers War is probably going to end this year strong. But again, we're so far away from spoilers, we're all just assuming at this point. And it's not like Kamigawa was necessarily like a super powered set. Yeah, it was good. But was it really good because it just came off the backs of AFR and the two Innistrad sets? And like we're all happy just to get a set that's actually good? Just questions. That's all. Just questions. Just thoughts. And the further we get from MH2, the better every set's going to look. Keep that in mind too. See, I would say Kamigawa was good in general. It had a bunch of playables. But yeah, what really drew the hype in Kamigawa was chase cards. You're right. Dude, going to debt if they do the entire set in Old Border. I think I was one of the few people out there that was hyped for Kamigawa. Desecration Demon. Wait, that one's okay, isn't it? Yeah. Isn't it? Somebody can answer me. The second they announced Channel Lands, I was all in. Is it? Yeah. Oh, sweet. One of the ones I wanted to pull. Uh-oh. There we go. I'm back now, and I brought t-shirts for everybody. Hey, Blood Crypt. Oh, sweet God. Sweet. See, that. Why am I more excited for that than a Mana Drain? Anyway. This is my second box ever of Return to Rev. These boxes are still not expensive. So I figured, what the hell? In fact, I think at this point, these are less than guilds. My favorite card ever? I mean, Counterspell. That was a boring answer. That was a super boring answer. Yeah. Counterspell. Favorite card ever. The guild Shocklands did have really good art. These don't look as good. Yeah, you're right, Matthew. And actually, I wanted that crypt. I wanted that for a Prosper Tomebound deck. So like I wanted to hit that, so I can put that in there. Otherwise, I was gonna have to like go buy one, like a chump. Hey, Paul, how you doing? Appreciate you stopping by. How's it going today? Prosper, it seems like so much fun. I have to do it. I have to do it. Even though it's in colors I never play. At least not in combined. I never played Rakdos ever. I didn't even play Rakdos back in Ravblock. I played Golgari a lot. In Palisade Giant. Three packs left. Espeon, we got to decent box level. That's what we got to. All of your decks are Orzhov. Yeah, right? Orzhov was pretty sweet back then, too. Dude, was it Angel of Destiny? Was that the card? Is that the card? 7 mana, Orzhov, Angel came in, remove thing. Was that Angel of Destiny? No, it wasn't Angel of Destiny. What was the name of that? Ah, crap. John, I opened for Greg, we opened a Strixhaven collector box, which was a solid box. Then we opened a Commander Legends, which you'll hear me be super negative about, but it was actually a really good box. So duality of man, I guess, but it was actually a really good box. And then we're on Rav. That's it. What's the name of that card, though? It's going to drive me crazy now. Oh, my God. I'm going to have to go into the other room and pull one out. Jeez. Wait, that sounded... Never mind. Uktavi Wildcats! Woo-hoo-hoo! I tried so hard to get that card to work. Never could. I was hell-bent on it. It just didn't do it. Giggity. Yes, that was a giggity moment. Precinct Captain, huh? Precinct Captain. Angel Despair. That's the card. Thank you. That's the one. Hey, Eduardo, how you doing? I am drinking a Top Cutter IPA from Bale Breaker Brewing Company, who is actually a hop farm who also brews beer out in eastern Washington. Hey, Vibra. We're having a decent... the Commander Legends box actually ended up being good. Actually, pretty darn good. And we're having a solid box of Return to Rev here. One more Shockland would really do it for us. I did not pull the Lotus. It was a good box regardless, but the fact that I didn't pull the Lotus is why I was so disappointed. Death's Presence and Grove. So we got our second foil rare. It is a Grove of the Guardian. Patreon is how it works is I once in a while I put up some posts and got some boxes and some spots available, and I say what it is, and then you say that you're in, and then you send payment for it after it fills, and then I film and then I ship to you as long as you're in the United States. It's pretty simple. I will say that I can't like always run things. I wish sometimes I could, but I can't always run things. So it kind of goes in waves, if you will. But on a side point, if somebody ever wants to do like a single box by themselves, I invite people to message me about that. So then we can talk about that and we get that figured out. Because I will always try to make that work if you want to do a whole box yourself. Jason, so Mr. Solrina right there, he's actually on what it is. What it is that I say, oh hey, here's the Zendikar Rising collector box, and then before I even say anything else, it's full. It's crazy. I mean I appreciate how much everybody loves opening those as much as I do because those Zendy collector boxes are awesome. I will not ship to Canada, Shane. I tried at one time, I will say, and I can't do it right now. I'm sorry. I would love to, but I can't. There's extra work that gets involved in that, and I just don't have time to do that. Went all in on Dragon's Maze. Oh, oh, John, yeah, dude. That look, I don't think I make any note of it. I would rather do whole box openings first. Like that's my preferred opening path. And battles are fun and breaks are fun, but opening whole boxes, that's what I would rather do. Coach, how you doing tonight? How are you? Robbie, how are you? Who else showed up? Who else is here? Is anybody else here? You guys are gonna make me stream for longer again. You know that, right? I hate y'all. I'm not streaming next week, by the way, guys. I've got major work stuff. I'm not even gonna be home. Um, so next week, no stream. Just saying now. Okay, last pack. Last pack. I know, Espion, right? That's what you. Okay. Did anybody ever catch the video I filmed in a hotel room? Um, holding my phone while filming the packs. Anybody ever see that video? Yes, let's get some last pack magic up in here, huh? Get one more shock for the road. Hey, Vandalblast. That's always a good pull. Hey, all right, that's right, Shaman. Cool. I will gladly take that as a last pull. Sweet. Your itch for a Return to Rav box has sparked. They're not a bad deal, you know? They're really not. Yeah, I opened a Strixhaven collector box that actually had two major misprints in it. I still have those cards because I haven't sold them off yet. I don't know why. Gregory, I think it's on the 16th that the other Zendikar Rising box is up. I think there's a Zendikar Rising box on. I posted in the bottom of the post. I think there's one on Monday and then there's one on Saturday next week. I may not be 100% correct, but I think that's what it was. Yeah, Wildcat. So here's what happened. Okay, so I was literally moving out to Washington, and I was actually driving. So it was a 3 day, 3.5 day drive out to Washington. So I was staying at different places along the way, and I had stopped. So when I reached Montana, I decided to stop for the night in Billings, Montana. I had the hotel room set. Billings, Montana, no thanks. But then the next day when I'm driving, I decided to go ahead and just stop in, God, what town is that? Missoula? Yeah, Missoula, Montana. And I found this awesome card shop. Like this place was super cool. And at that time, then they had boxes of Strixhaven collector boxes for like 190 when everybody else was selling out at 230. So like I had to buy three, of course, because what else would I do? And then I got to the hotel room and I'm like, what do I do right now? Well, I want to crack a box because I have them. I have a car that handled the mountains area quite funly. I'm going to use the word funly. It was that was an enjoyable drive. Thankfully, it was May, so it was nice out. Okay, really? Has no power? In my little 2.0 liter with both turbo and supercharger does? Yeah, my car has a turbo and a supercharger. Things. Oh, okay, yeah, okay. So it's an older V6 push rod. It's pretty basic push rod. Gotcha. There were some areas that would have struggled. It would have made it though. It's amazing how efficient engines have gotten. It's crazy. Opinions. I think the new secret layer drop is a joke. Having said that, I am going to buy the one with a Trax and Brea. Yeah, I'm a car guy. You can blame that on my dad. Uh, it's the only thing that we ever actually connected on as human beings. I'm a very different person than him. Not that he's a bad guy. It's just we're very different, but we always liked cars. Like he was a hardcore car guy. So I have a Volvo S60 T6. Espeon, yeah, like there's one in which the whole price is based around Concordant Crossroads getting reprinted and then a whole lot of junk with it. Um, like they really did their best to have like, oh hey, here's this like 20 or $30 card, and then we're gonna give you absolutely nothing with it. So they were like really maximizing the value of the reprint. Hellcat Red Eye. Whew. You are down in Vegas, right? So that makes sense. That's a place to drive a car like that. Grand National, man, those are gorgeous. So we're gonna do one more box, right? That's what we're gonna do. The left-handed one seems okay. The neon ink one did seem cool, but that wasn't at the last release, so I missed that one. I forgot to order. I was gonna actually buy that one. I totally forgot about it. Okay, you had that version. Okay, did that thing ever scare the crap out of you? A box of Urza's Saga. I'm not rich. If I was to ever open Urza's Saga, it would be in a video. It would not be on live stream. I mean, I'm not going to give a box choice. It's going to be Jumpstart. But seriously, Wildcat, when you really pushed that thing, did it how often did the rear end want to skid out on you on that thing? And obviously you're in the desert, so it's a little better, but yeah. Yeah. I've watched people who do that for a living get scared by that car. Sorry, Brian, what did I miss? Sorry. 4 hours left in this drive to Delaware. Hi, I'm in Delaware. Yeah, Espion, I gave you guys a choice that meant nothing. I think that's called life. Yeah, John, I've watched people who professionally review those things and have driven plenty of super fast cars, and then they try to open it up on that Hellcat, and they almost lose it like every single time. That car is nuts. For regular production, anybody can buy it car. That car is something else. Oh, the GT350, that is gorgeous. Oh, too bad you sold it. Now, my current car, I love it. I think it's a really great vehicle. I think it's one of those vehicles that it has all the amenities, super great seats. Honestly, the technology is second to maybe Mercedes at most. Tesla. Okay. Second to Tesla. I'll give it that. And it's got good speed, but it's not, frankly, I'm not going to get any trouble necessarily with it, but it will move. It'll go. I mean, it is 340 horse. It'll go. It's not going to beat up any Hellcats anytime soon, but if anybody's not aware, and I know Matthew over there is, um, in the entire Puget Sound area, all there is traffic anyway. It's all there is around here. There's traffic nonstop all the time, no matter where you go. There's traffic. So even if you have a fast car, it's not even like you're going anywhere. Freaking stupid. I've been to Florida. I lived in Miami for 2 months. I have vacationed in Tampa. I've been to Florida. 69 Hemi Cuda. That is gorgeous. I meant to go to Orlando because I had a close friend that moved down there for a while, and I was going to go visit her at one time. But work never really did, and then she moved back. Fair enough, yeah, because car prices went through the freaking roof. Matthew, that's my life, man. I drove up to Linwood 2 days ago, and that was a 5.5 hour round trip. It's freaking stupid. I still don't understand it. Thankfully, work pays for part of my car, so yeah, no. But that's kind of the joke because I thought about now getting a hybrid, even though in my life, in previous lives, you wouldn't have caught me anywhere dead driving such a thing ever. But like, all I do is sit in traffic, so I might as well just get a freaking hybrid. Yeah, that would mean you're definitely in tune with car values. What I find funny is on my car, I can sell it for more than I paid for it right now because I bought it when it was 6 months old, so I bought it like a little bit used, so I paid a much lower amount on it because that's the way you should do it, and I can sell it for the same amount I paid for it. It's incredible. But then again, I got to buy another car. New cars are expensive. Those have gone up, so whatever. 18 million Florida man. Does anybody here watch Internet Commentary Etiquette with Eric? It's a YouTube channel. I don't know if anybody here watches it. I'll wait a second and see if anybody answers. Yeah, see, that makes sense, right? Yeah, that makes sense. You're driving around a Chevy Cruze, good gas mileage, good A to B car. Yeah. Matthew, it's bad down there too. Oh, I was going to take a trip out of there one of these days. Anyway, so internet comment etiquette with Eric is a extremely funny channel, but specifically pull up his Florida Man video. If anybody knows the Florida Man game, you should search your birthday and then Florida Man. And then you want to read whatever the article is. The Florida Man game. Okay. I can't believe I'm opening up a fourth box. Oh, God, these streams are going to kill me. Through an alligator into a drive-through window. That's so Florida Man. Yes, and yet I persist. I just can't say no. Wait a minute. I'm gonna go with it. Hollywood, Florida sounds like the exact kind of place where that would happen too. So it's all of I-5 then. So all the way down because obviously SoCal is terrible. So all of I-5 sucks. Is that what we're getting at? So it's not just here, it's all of it. Man, it's Florida. Florida's just that special place, man. It's a different world than the rest of us live in. Oh, they're finally going to discontinue it because it's crazy. And when you're already having a shortage of cars, you probably shouldn't worry about making that right now. Or a shortage of chips, really, because that's the problem. Harrison. Ah, man, freaking. They're doing away with Hemis. They can't do away with. Hey, vampires, all right. You enjoy that, Kong? Bazoo's over there somewhere. I don't know. He's off. He's off. Trainer. Okay. My biggest problem with yes, it's jumpstart. My biggest problem with electric is that none of the infrastructure is set up for it. I mean, we need to go that way eventually. We have to, but we don't have the infrastructure, and nobody's putting money into it. Killed his fiancee, slept with his fiance's corpse, and then left the corpse at a Walmart. That just sounds right. Thanks for coming on in, Bucket. Appreciate it. Hey, dogs. Okay, we're gonna get the nice land. I am not buying a Cybertruck in the next year. No, actually, they canceled the Cybertruck. They're not making it. Yeah, a 2-hour drive each way to work. Was it just highway miles? Because then you can. EVs have gotten pretty good on the mileage. Oh, don't tell me the cars are going to drive themselves. Ugh. Did anybody ever see the movie Upgrade? Because I'm gonna feel like the main character is trying to hold on to the last combustion engine while everybody else drives electric self-driving cars. Hey, there's the land! Yay! uh, that was a when Homer had the opportunity to design a car for his brother's company. Good episode. Damien, enjoy the hockey. Hockey is always a good time. What game are you watching? Yeah, I'm still on. As much as I tried to end or wanted to end the stream, I didn't try very hard. I just couldn't do it. But it's not going to go on forever because I eventually would like to move on to figuring out what to do for dinner. So we got Duelist Heritage. Yeah, the Homermobile, yes. High Sentinels of Russian, stuff, cards, things, lands, stuff, yeah. It is for the week. You're correct. Hey, Phyrexian! Sweet. I didn't even look. Yeah, the amount of charging locations doesn't work. And admittedly, if I have to sit there at a charging station for half an hour to charge my car, my brain will pop. Sheol Red, and we got Phyrexian Reclamation, and then you got the Phyrexian Land, which is down a lot, but still. Go Avalanche! There's a possibility I might be moving to Denver sometime this coming year. There's some talk that they're going to ask me to do that. And I'm going to say yes. Lands. There is not charging locations all over here, and yeah, since I'm not necessarily in this area forever, I rent, and I do not have a place to plug in our electric car. And yeah, you're right, Paul, that is part two. And as people have already found out from the first generations of Teslas, changing those batteries is super expensive. Way more expensive than replacing an engine. In fact, more expensive than replacing an engine and transmission. Okay, the Uvenwald Hydra. I totally forgot that there was a potential mythic in this pack. Cultivate, cultivate, cultivate. So that's the one with Zendikar Royal. Okay. I wonder which one that came. I've started to move for work. That is a more recent development. Beforehand, I would just spend time places and live out of Marriott extended stays. And then, go home every 2 weeks. Been out there a few months. Yeah, it seems like a cool place. Yep, these are Jumpstart. These are Jumpstart. I'm gonna need another beer. All right, we're back. I don't axe people necessarily, though. I try to save people, and then if I can't save them, I axe them. I actually don't like firing people that much. Let's reinstate that statement with a country accent. Pilot, I would say it's more expensive now. I kind of capped it so that way the original supporters had a benefit, if you will, because those that believed in me early, I guess, had a benefit. You believed in me. Yeah, I do. I still have a soul. I try to. Greg, I don't talk about what I do. Sorry. Ball lightning and chain lightning. Okay. Chain lightning is the hit of the pack. Yeah, Vibra, that was Matt, man. That's Kraken Packs MTG. I'm sure there. In fact, I know there are quite a few people that are in this chat that are part of the Kraken Packs MTG fam. Yeah, he pulled one of the revised packs and flipped out more than I've ever seen him flip out, and he's pulled a lot of heat over the years. I've never seen him flip out that much. It was hilarious. Yeah, letting people go means, unfortunately, there was a failing in some point. And whether or not you meant, or whether or not you intended on failing, whether or not you... Most people want to be good at their jobs, and the problem is there are some that, unfortunately, do lack the talent or ability, and there are some that just need the time, effort, and training put into them, right? So first you got to do that part. If that doesn't work out, then they don't have the talent. If you don't have talent, well, you need to find something different. Well, I'll say I never was on YouTube previously. I can give you that, Quaggles. What? Yeah, it's hard to say. Yeah, you have to put the right people in the right seats. Unfortunately, I'm in the process of doing a lot of that. So admittedly, I'm firing more people than I've ever wanted to fire. Because there's a lot of people that are misseated. So it hasn't been pleasant in some ways. Oh yeah, dude, Vibra, Matt's the best. Like, I'm all right. Matt's the best. Goblins! Oh, God. I cannot do that voice to save my life. Goblins. No, can't do it. Can't do it. Can't. Cannot do it. Okay, do we got Muxus? Or do we got Krenko? Muxus! All right. Yeah, Paul, you're not wrong. And I will say I'm struggling with that up here in the Pacific Northwest quite a bit, where there seems to be this overwhelming sentiment that money should be handed to you. All right, we got another shot. Kong, thank you for coming on in, man. It's a good time. Appreciate you coming on in. Everybody would love money to hand to them, but then that's why we have inflation. So, you know. No, I didn't get housed. What's up, BJ? I did not get housed, or host. Whatever. I will say I was completely negative while I was opening it but it was actually a really good box. No. Matt is the best. If you want to say I'm second best, I'll accept. Matt's the reason I even started doing this. It looked like fun. We want Exquisite Blood, sir. That's what we want. We actually want one of the rares that's in here. We don't want the mythic. We already got the mythic. We want Exquisite Blood. There we go, Jason. Yes, only give it to one person, and that way you've got no inflation. Okay, here we go. Hey! Sweet. Exquisite Blood. And nope, no Blood Artisan. Okay. Lovely hit. Lovely hit. What's in Predatory? I don't remember. Quaggles, I bought a lot of dress downs, and then I sold a lot of dress downs when they spiked. I probably made. I didn't really do the final count, but if I just added up my head, I probably made about $800 on dress down specs. But then there's other specs where it failed, like Baleful Mastery didn't work out. Heat. What? What? Oh, do you mean like a minimum? Okay. I had to stop and think about what you're trying to say for a second. If you mean like a minimum, fine. But admittedly, I expect to get paid more than my peers because I'm better than they are. I'm not excited, but I'm also not excited. I just want to see what happens. I make no bones about it, guys. I'm a pretty hardcore capitalist, and that's not a statement on what side of the politic coin I fall on, because frankly, I only care about business. Yeah, okay, line of heat. That makes sense. Yeah, I get that. That makes sense. As long as we're not talking about communism. Nyrith? Oh yeah, no. Espeon, you're not okay. Bro, like I thought Chicago was not cheap, and then I move out here to the Seattle area, and God. Yeah, cost of living is not the same everywhere. That is truth. 15 preachers? Did you do the green dot test? Yeah, well, that's not decided, but I am probably likely to go to Denver next, in which is not cheap anymore. I've looked it up. I've checked out the areas, and while it's a little cheaper than Seattle, it has definitely gone way up. That's the thing. There really isn't a single answer. You're 100% correct. I don't think you can necessarily have just a singular, only one way to do things. Yeah. Denver's gone up. Yeah, you're in that area, right? Yeah. No, it's not cheap anymore. It maybe never was, but I know it definitely isn't now. I was already checking out homes, and I'm like, oh God, okay. Yeah, that's what I'm doing, I guess. No, I'm not going to the Bay Area. I refuse. I actually already have told them that I'm not going to the Bay Area. I absolutely refuse. Central Coast of California. But now you live in Vegas. Yeah, Vegas didn't Vegas go like down a lot in price, whereas it did go up like 5 years ago, and now it actually is depressed down. Is that correct with Vegas? And no, I won't be going out to Vegas ever. Not because I don't want to. We just have no reason to go there. Hey, dragons. I'm originally from the South Chicago area. Da Bears. Vegas is spiking hard. Okay, so everybody's moving out there now. Matthew, you could not be more correct. Because you can't convince them of that. And then the percentages keep getting worse of who owns all the income. And then I'm going to start sounding like what I don't want to sound like anymore. BJ, look, okay, here's the deal. Okay, look, when I moved out here, it's like all I've heard since I've come out here, and it kind of drives me crazy. And I know that's a perception that like the entire country gets, and I understand. So, but no, most of it is great. Okay, there's like a, let's just call it a 10-mile square radius you just have no reason to ever go to. You just don't go there. If you don't go there, you don't need to worry about it. You just, and frankly, there's nothing even there. So you just don't go there. You stay away and you're fine. In fact, if you get there, police will see you and they'll escort you back to the highway. That is legit. That happens. Yeah, Baltimore is very similar in that regard. No, see, most of the L is fine. It is fine now, Paul. It's gotten better because what happened was they knocked down um, the low income housing and moved everybody out to the suburbs. So like the most of the L now, you're good. Yeah, Baltimore is. I know there's some not so great areas there. Yeah, I've visited Charlotte. It's a cool city. I'd rather live in crap. Why? I'm brain farting hard here. Ash. Jason, help me here. The town on the border on the foothills in the mountains. Thank you, Asheville. Yes, that's the one. It's like you mean Detroit? Because RoboCop was in Detroit. Which, yes, if you guys aren't familiar with Detroit, it's not great. The suburbs are fine. Detroit itself is. You're born in Asheville? One of my good buddies was too. Um, it seems like a really cool town. I know living there it's gotten way more expensive. It was filmed in Dallas. Oh, good to know. I know it's supposed to take place in Detroit. Again, the Detroit suburbs are fine. It's just there, and honestly, there's no reason to move to Detroit, Detroit. So you'd live in the suburbs. Yeah, no, I won't be going to Key West. There's nothing for me to do there. My work is not exactly remote. I have to actually go like talk to people. I wouldn't retire to Florida, to be honest with you. As gorgeous as Key West is, I look. I love my home. I would move back to the Chicagoland area without hesitation. and I've been in a lot of places in this country. Yeah, talk to people. No, you're not kidding. That's a thing that people are scared of these days, and I do it. Florida man. All those, yeah, Florida man POA. I couldn't even imagine what my channel will become. This is gonna be me just lighting cards on fire right on the camera because that's what Florida men do. Yep, there are the pigs. Chicago's great. Again, as long as you avoid that 10-mile radius, you're good. And again, there's no reason why you would not avoid it. Rudy doesn't want to hang out with me. I would actually want to play the game. Shots fired. Could you imagine if I got into his like warehouse with my desire to crack packs? Could you imagine what I would melt down? Like I would lose it and I would just start cracking packs and he'd kill me. I'm not moving to Florida. Thankfully, I don't have to. We're covered in Florida. We're fine. They don't need me there. Ever. Look, I spent 2 months living in Miami, and admittedly, I got my fill. I'm good. Honestly, one of the places I would probably move to is Raleigh, North Carolina. It was amazing. I loved Raleigh. It was a great area. Yeah, laying in a stack of wrappers, incoherent, mumbling to himself about pools. Man, that's like straight out of a movie or a funny YouTube video. There was a bunch of banging Cuban food in Miami. You are correct there. I did eat well, too well. Yeah, Florida's their own thing. We don't, honestly like we deal in Florida. We don't care. Like there's people in charge of Florida. They do their thing. Florida's Florida. Whatever. I thankfully I don't really drink. Weird fact about old POA. POA does not drink coffee. Longest box of jumpstart. Hey man, this is rip and chill. This is what happens. You know this. This is when other people start logging off because they don't want to participate in the chat. I do like the smell of coffee. Yes, I don't hate coffee. I just don't particularly love it. So like I don't care about drinking it. I do like tea. Yep, I do like tea. I like tea a lot actually. Yeah, no, I've had like one of my best buddies had a moment where he got to really embarrass me about my not love of coffee. So we were at this beer fest, and of course, there's coffee stouts, right? Which I do in fact highly enjoy when they're done well. Um, and so Intelligentsia was there, which I'm sure everybody's familiar with Intelligentsia as the coffee roaster. Anyways, they were actually there, and so they brewed up their own stuff, and they obviously they know what they're doing. And so he goes over there because it was also like 30 degrees outside. It was kind of cold. So he goes over there to get some coffee. He's like, "You're gonna get some?" I'm like, "Well, no," because he knows that about me. I'm like, "No, I'm not gonna get any coffee." So then we go to there, and then they give him a pour of their Black Cat espresso, and then they ask me if I want one. I'm like, no, I'm good, thank you though. And so then of course he has to make the joke to them because he's got to make himself feel like a big man. Yeah, no, he only drinks Folgers. He doesn't like coffee because he only drinks the cheap shit. And I just kind of look at him like, you mother, you know now I have to get a freaking pour of this stuff. So of course they say like, oh no, you got to try good coffee. I'm like, and inside of my head, I'm like, yeah, I have. I have tried good coffee. I just don't love it. So I'm like, yeah, yeah, okay, let me take it. And sure, so then I take a sip. And honestly, it was kind of nice because it was super cold outside. But still, I was like, yeah, okay. I mean, it is better than Folgers, but I still don't love this. But I had to play nice, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's a lot better. And then afterwards, I dumped it. They do know how to hurt you the worst. You're correct, because he's one of the people that could do that to me and get away with it. See, I don't even know. So there's different Folgers too. I don't know these things. And obviously, I've moved out to the Pacific Northwest where like there's more coffee shops here than bars, like 5 to 1. So of course, everybody is like, "You drink coffee, right?" No. How can you not drink coffee? I just don't like it that much. And it blows people's minds. I'm sure Matthew knows exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, there's no Dunkin' out here though. Dunkin' Donuts does not exist. I'm a robot, Paul. I didn't know if you knew that. I'm quite familiar with that. I'm a robot. Yeah, there's no Dunkin' Donuts throughout the Pacific, or really around the Puget Sound. There's just a million other coffee roasters, like mom and pop shops everywhere, and donut shops everywhere. Yeah, all indie shops, like everywhere. Like I don't even see Starbucks all that busy out here compared to the rest of the country. Not really, Paul. I'm not a huge sugar guy. I know this is all super weird, right? I just don't really do sugar drinks either. I love beer and water and tea, and that's it. I don't even put. This is gonna kill the Southern people. I do not put sugar in my tea. I hate sweet tea, and I just lost like 30 subscribers right there. Krispy Kreme still seems to have one over in Tacoma. It seems pretty busy. My brother drinks like 10 cups of Dunkin' a day. White Wolf, I don't want to get into that conversation on here because I don't like how it'll come across. I'm from the north. You're correct. I am from the north. BJ, look, I'm a Chicago guy. And being a Chicago guy means I'm all about the Italian beef sandwich. Okay. And unfortunately, we don't have that out here because you don't have that anywhere really outside of Chicago done right. Is the Italian beef sandwich with giardiniera, which is a Italian condiment, if you will, relish condiment, really. So I guess one nice part about the Pacific Northwest is there's all kinds of awesome Japanese food. Yeah, I can order it. So here's the thing, right? So if I have to wax intellectually about this, I can get it from Gold Belly, but it's going to be from a place called Portillo's. For anybody that's ever visited Chicago, you know what Portillo's is because there's about like 100 locations of them. I call Portillo's replacement level beef if you are familiar with baseball terms. Because if you can't do better beef than Portillo's, you should probably stop making beef. So I don't really want to order their super expensive like to go package and have it sent out to me of Portillo's. So I wait until I go home and then I eat beef for like 5 days straight. So when I go home, I'll get my fill of like Al's beef and Johnny's beef and all the good stuff, and then I'll go home. But having said that, Lou Malnati's, if you're getting familiar with Chicago pizza, Lou Malnati's does do halfway decent frozen pizzas, which has been a bit of a lifesaver for me. Yeah, you're right. It's straight sugar water. It's like, where's the tea? Dude, an Italian beef sandwich is you know, it's a way of life, frankly, and nobody else does it. No, it's completely different type of not the Italian beef sandwich I'm talking about. That's a completely different thing. Beef and weck is its own thing and is also delicious, but that's its own thing. I have White Wolf. I have. I absolutely have. Delicious. Yeah, that's kind of stuff I didn't really want to talk too much about. You see, you're from Philly, so you got the cheesesteak, right? That's a little different. So cheesesteak is its own area also. Right? Yeah, yeah. If you work guys who are actually from Chicago, all they're going to talk about is Italian beefs. And they don't even say sandwich afterwards, they just say Italian beefs. Oh man, I love good barbecue. That was my favorite part about living in North Carolina. They're not sending me to Buffalo, thankfully. That's not an option. It's not big enough. I might get to go home after that, actually. I might get to go back to Chicago. So I might be going to Denver and then spend some time, and then I might actually get to go home. I would take Cleveland, just because then that's a 5 hour drive. I would take Cleveland. That's a good question, Jason. What kind of food is Denver known for? I have no idea. Buffalo testicles? Do I have that correct? Oh, Rocky Mountain oysters. Sorry, that's what they're called. Beer. Carolina barbecue is amazing. There's no other place on this planet to get pulled pork like that. Of course, you're a captain. Yep. Yeah, no, I have a good friend who lives over in Cleveland. So I've made that drive a few times. It's not bad. Yeah, come to Denver and eat some cow balls. Oh, okay. Wait, that's isn't that Eastern Carolina barbecue is the mustard, or do I have that wrong? No, that's South Carolina. South Carolina is a mustard base, right? Jason, I need your help on this one. So, like Eastern Carolina though is the vinegar based, right? Do I have that correct? Wait for you guys to correct me on this. Because I know what I have was tons of that vinegar base, and I can't get enough of it because I freaking loved it. 4 hour stream. God damn it, we're almost there. You guys entertain me. Okay, Chris, every place has their specialty. Okay. If you want brisket, you're going to go down to Texas. If you want ribs, you're going to head over to Memphis. If you want pulled pork, you're going to head over to the Carolinas. If you want KC, you're going to get overly sweet sauce on everything. Not true. I know that's not true. Yeah, right. Going to Memphis for ribs. Yeah, yeah. Is it spicy? Seriously? I guess I've only ever had the sweet stuff. Old Bones. Yeah, no. Like what would be like when you go to Denver? What are you gonna tell somebody to go get? I know they have more. I just don't know what it is, so I just made a joke. 16-hour round trip. No, I haven't had Casey. No, I'm talking about my dad when I grew up always would travel to Kansas City, so he'd always bring home all these different like specialty sauces, and like every single one was sweet. Yeah, Wildcat, your current. My friends often fight about that. So like my foodie friends, they'll one will say like Vegas has got all the juice, and the other one will be like, yeah, it's only the knockoff versions though. But no, it is. Yeah, anything you want, but yeah, it's gonna cost more. Mickey! Okay, that is a mythic, I guess you can call it that. Wait, was this? Oh, it's heavily armored. Okay. Didn't even look at the pack, just kind of opened. Casa Bonita! To be fair, Casa Bonita probably got a reinvigorated popularity thanks to the show South Park. There was like an entire episode about how excited the one character Cartman was about going to Casa Bonita for a birthday. Did they buy it? That would make sense. Hey, discarding. This could be Tiny Bones. Yeah, I do remember when Jumpstart was hard to get. It sure isn't now. Tiny Bones? Ah, Liliana's Reaver. Wah, wah. Nixalid. Okay. Yeah, I feel like that's exactly the kind of thing they would spend some cash on, isn't it? They have the cash, that's for sure. Spooky. How much were they at release? Liliana Standard Bearer. I'm going to pick up the slack for a second because I am actually starting to run out of battery life here. And I want to get to one more thing. Dinosaurs! Yay! Dinos! Is it going to be Nearth again? Yeah, all I ever saw was more than 100. I think the first Jumpstart pack I ever opened was like $10. Oh, yeah, that's right, Savala! God, it's been forever. No, Old Bones, but it's really just like what food item is Denver known for? Like when you think about food items, like specific dishes or like what are they known for? I just don't know the answer to that question. I feel like I often do. I don't hear. Spirits? Yeah. Edibles. Well, that would be a low supply of oxygen since they're up in the mountains. Good beef, steaks. Okay. Tex-Mex. Okay. That makes sense. I do like a good steak. Google always knows, but we're having a conversation here like the good old days before you had a smartphone that would tell you everything you knew and bar bets actually existed. Man, I sound old. Okay. Do I care about open? No, I don't care about opening this, do I? Come on. It's the same one. It's the Corsair Captain. They only made one version of that. Oh yeah, you guys got one of the biggest recruits in the country. Congratulations to the Illini. This is our third dinosaurs. Crazy. This is a decent box. Galtha. Yep. Okay. Uncommon in Pirates? Which one? Let me know which one. I don't know. Ah, you guys are typing fast. Okay. Cliff Clavin. What's your encyclopedia? Accurate. Now get off my lawn with the baggy pants and the hip hop music. The Guinness Book of Records was to literally prove any bar brags that were real. Yeah, yep, that sounds about right. Alistor Shepherd is in Elves packs. Elf packs either have that or Craterhoof Behemoth. So elf packs are always great. Coastal Piracy? Okay. Wait, did I have that in here? I didn't, did I? I don't remember it. Okay, so I guess I got to open the other one. All right, fine. Yeah, Aether Vial is awesome. I mean, it's an amazing card, and it's a hell of a pull. Speedy Steve, because it's a really strong card, and it's only ever been printed in this product. So the second it sees a reprint, it'll drop heavily. Coastal Piracy. Okay. There it is. Pretty good. Okay. Go Braves! Go Braves! They lost last night, right? I do not have a Black Lotus. I have never owned a Black Lotus. I will never own a Black Lotus. Legion. And we got Lena. And Mentor of the Meek. And then do we have... No, we don't. We don't have it. No. All right. Okay, 3 packs left, 4 packs left. No, 3 packs left. And then we're going to get into the last fun thing, and that's going to be it. And then I think I'm about out of juice. Yep, I sure. Holy crap, Jesus. People have been trying to get a hold of me. Wizards. Talrond. Yeah, those are cards. Back then, that's a killer trade. Juzems were the creature. Goblins. So is this going to be a second Muxus or a Klenko? Either way is not terrible. Muxus times 2. Muxus again. Muxus squared. And I do have 2 random decks I threw off to the side. And we've got, oh god. Do I have to open this? Either way, this was a decent box of Jumpstart right here. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Yep. Sharding Sphinx. Garbage. Okay. And I guess I'll open the last Mythic. Bazriket. Yeah, the Bucks need good ownership in the worst kind of way. Baseball's a game that needs a salary cap like nobody's business. Well, that was a good box. Terror of the Peaks is awesome. Great card. I used to be a hardcore baseball fan. I definitely am less of a hardcore baseball fan than I used to be. I don't know exactly what it is, but the game just isn't interesting me as much anymore. A lot of mythics in that box. It's kind of cool. Okay, one last thing. Yeah, it's all ownership problems. It has been for most of my life. Pilot, have a good night. But if you're leaving now, you're missing. This was already planned. So this isn't off script, I guess you can say. No, no, you can't leave now. This might be Super Pound Town. We're gonna find out. One of my favorite sets of all time. I was one of those people who actually loved playing this product. Yeah, we do need a cap badly. Baseball needs a cap. It's needed one for many many years now. Right? It could be a boat. I mean, a boat's a boat, but the what's inside the box could be anything, even a boat. Did they bring? Oh, it's right. He did bring Whataburger to Kane, and he won a championship of 2 years ago, 3 years ago, whatever that was. Yeah, you can't keep your top level, people as you groom them. That's been the Pirates' problem for years. You can't keep anybody. And a min spend. You're correct. He needs both those things. Honestly, I don't think baseball's long for this world. I can't see the game personally. I think within the next 20, 30 years, the game's going to die. I don't want to pay for an old school Kamigawa box. That's for sure. Learns ball. Yes. It's open, guys. It's open. There's no going back. There we go. Foil land. Uh, Greg, we'll talk about that on the side. That's that's a big one. Come on, stupid red. You know what? Forget it. Yeah, Futurama is coming back again. All right. Good. Oop. Pretty lands go flying. It's coming back to Adult Swim, I think. Dude, Basketball is one of the best movies perhaps ever made. Okay. One, two, three. Those are the rares. You know what? Let's do it this way. So we got, hey, Zubra! God, I rocked a Zubra deck that nobody ever expected, and it sucked, but when it won, it was fun. Okay, the decoy. And we got Field of Reality. The Aki Rock Speaker. Ethereal Haze. Rag Dealer. Okay. Yes, Devouring Greed. Yeah, that was kind of one of the linchpin cards along with Shizo? Yeah. No, Shiro. We're away. Yeah, John DiMaggio. Not Joe DiMaggio, but John DiMaggio is coming back. He wanted more money. Kami of Twisted Reflection. Unnatural Speed. Orochi Sustainer. Oh, it sustains me. Sortami Cloud Skater. Yeah, it's the Moonfolk. Never really became a thing. Hearth Kami. Gotta love them Kamis. Better than the new Kamis. We got Blessed Breath. Yeah, that's been reprinted. Okay. Scuttling Death. It's Scuttling Death. Kami of the Hunt. Love them Kamis. Good times back then. Good times. Console of the Sword Tommy. Yep. Sukunzan Bruiser. Big old ogres. Didn't get any play. Kitsune Diviner. Don't remember that one ever getting much play. Lava Spike. Cool. That's a good card. Lantern Kami. Speedy Steve. Steven. I do not remember. Cruel Deceiver. Vine Kami. Oh, Soul Shift. Oh, Soul Shift. Gone and forgotten. Sift Through Sands. Okay. Stone Rain. Yeah, great. That's right. That was in there. Harsh Deceiver. More spirits. I was really hoping that with the new Kami they were going to do more spirit work, but they didn't. Kodama's Might. Not the Kodama card we're looking for, but it's all right. Teller of Tales. Look at that artwork. Just look at that artwork. Look at it. Look at him. Look at him mouse. Kami of Fire's Roar. We should be getting to the uncommons very soon. Good old Cage of Hands. Pull Under. Way too overcasted. Order of the Sacred Bell. I remember you. Good old blank 4-3 for 4. Oh, yeah. Sortami Mirror Guard. And we do start the uncommon. So good old Root Runner first, which has been reprinted on the list a whole bunch. Swallowing Plague. Whoa. Okay. I actually have my original Molokus, so I'm good there. Because they weren't worth anything and they still aren't worth anything, so I kept them. And I like that card. Strength of Cedars. Kami of Lunacy. Okay. Ha! Hinder. The first printing of Hinder. Horizon Seed. I don't remember you that much. Dance of Shadows. Yep, that was a card. What we got left? 3 left. Okay. Come on. Come on, top. Come on, top. Soil Shaper. Yeah, remember you. Come on, top. I know the top one isn't a top, so will this one be a Divining Top? No, it's a Lure. No Sensei's Divining Top. And then we got Numai Outcast. Okay. In for the rares. All right. Oh, here we go. I haven't thought about you in forever. Jesus. Forgot you're a card. Okay. Number 2. Hey, Kodama! One of the Kodamas. Okay. Obviously, you read that card now, and you're just like, okay, and? But it was cool back then. And for the last rare, Dozin the Fallen Leaf, which is actually not a terrible pull, but obviously not at all worth what opening one of these is, but still fun. Still fun. All right. That's everything, folks. That's the stream. We're done here. Go home. Can't stay here. Go. Shoo. Goodbye. Did I do Rivals earlier? I don't own any Rivals of Ixalan. Not anymore, anyway. I don't own any more Rivals. I should have bought it up because I knew it was going to spike, and then I didn't buy it up, and then it spiked. Because I have good plans, and then I don't follow through on them. All right. That's the night. Everybody have a great night. I appreciate it. Thanks for coming on by. Thanks for spending the good times. A lot of fun. I'm definitely not doing a live stream the next 2 weeks, just so we're all on the same page. I'm going to be traveling a lot, so I'm off the grid. Then we'll kind of see after that what goes on and see if we'll do another live stream. And beyond that, hey, I appreciate it, guys. I appreciate it, right? I hope everybody had a fun time. Hope everybody enjoyed it. I know I had a fun time, and I don't know how many more times I'm going to say fun time. Fun time. Fun time. Fun time. Fun time.